Focus.
And are we back, boys?
We are back. Sorry about that, guys. Don't know exactly what happened there. It actually required me to restart my whole PC, but we are back. We are in game. Sorry you missed the first 7 minutes in the first blood.
Well, just to recap, guys. So the Vladimir did get an early first blood, so that's really good with the Dark Shield, and it has given them a 400 gold lead, which they've kept throughout the entirety of that. It's small, but it is noticeable. The CS difference to notice here is actually in the bot lane, which is how NL has been able to make sure that it hasn't get ahead. The Tristana is winning in the Tristana-Kalista matchup quite handily by about 16 CS, which is only about 3 waves, which is quite impressive.
It really is, and I'm actually surprised to see the Kennen and not the Rakan. Of course, he did go through this draft unpicked and unbanned.
Rakan is a very strong pick, a very good playmaker. He can pretty much go from across the screen to make a play, and then he's got that speed steroid in the form of an ult, which is quite good for pretty much just charming an entire team.
However, the return kill does come in for the Tristana, picks up the Kennen and jumps back out to safety.
So that was really good. It allowed for the Kalista to make sure that she can farm a bit more as well. The Nocturne is looking to stay down there as well. Now what was so good about that is that the Nocturne got the kill, and the Nocturne is definitely looking to make more impact on the map. That was the post-6 gank though with Nocturne, which is what you kind of have to rely on, which is why he's just not that good at jungler at the moment. Because he catches Havoc in the jungle. Unfortunately, Tristana did get away, and that does mean that she can continue to bully out the Kalista, but does allow the Kalista to catch up in farm a bit. But that killing the Tristana is going to be so painful later. Up in the top lane though, we do have the Nard. He's not quite able to bully the Jarvan out of that much CS. Like if you actually look at the gold difference, it's about 100 gold tops. It's pretty much caught up now after those things, so quite disappointing for the Nard and Jarvan to pick up, not allowing the Nard to actually steamroll that Jarvan. Now one thing to note here is the Cloud Drake is up. Now the Cloud Drake is going to definitely help SG if they want to go for that 1-3-1 kind of style. Allows for the roamers to, or the split pushers to actually get back into the fight faster if they don't have the ult or the teleport up, which would be quite handy. Like Cloud Drake is so underutilized and so unexpected. Like people don't really respect the Cloud Drake that much.
It's definitely not one of the more popular. Oh, here comes a fake ball, however. It is just going to be the save for Kennen. Get him out of that tether from the armor.
Now, one thing to know in this mid lane is that the Talia is actually doing alright against the Draven.
She's actually done a lot of damage there. Vladimir falls down to what I would say critical health. He is going to use the Crimson Attack Shield again, but they're going to come in. That's a good bait. He's got a lot of damage from the Nocturne. There's a flash. There's the barrier. The Unrivaled Earth comes out. He's going to get away. Kai's going to turn around and put a lot of damage back onto this Nocturne.
I reckon that was worth though, because that's an old.
Well, we've got the Jarvan coming behind. He's going to use the Cataclysm. He's going to pick up a kill. However, no, the Gragas isn't going to be able to pick up the return kill. He's just going to run away. That was
great capitalization from SG. The Jarvan was able to roam before the Nard, so by the time the Nard got there, there was nothing really for the Nard to do. The Jarvan had already confirmed the kill, but Gragas wasn't able to do anything about it. And pretty much they just said, toodaloo, see you guys later. Have fun. And got away with murder. That's a 1k gold lead 11 minutes. That is definitely something.
Yeah, it's exactly right, Pro. So that was really good vision from the Jarvan to come around behind the tower and pick up that dive kill.
It's like in that time, the blue side, like NL, only had one control ward in that bush. They had no other vision around the mid lane, and it was almost too easy for the Jarvan to completely avoid the vision at that point. Almost too easy. But down the bot lane, this is
going to become another kill on the Kennen. Palmer's going to go down. He's gonna get away here though. The body slam not gonna quite hold him up long enough. Nah, Megaform not gonna do so much damage with those autos. And Nocturne's just gonna go back to farming the jungle.
He's gonna take this point in time because they know where the Gravis is now to try and maybe steal some of that farm because they knew because after the Vlad got out safely, there was no real way that they could capitalize on killing him with any of the damage they had. They don't really have a lot of damage at the moment, and the Vlad just has so much healing. It has a Protobelt which gives him health, cooldown reduction, and also AP, which is just so strong on him. The Vlad is then, the Nocturne is able to then steal some of the Gragas's jungle, steal some of his gold, get him a bit further behind, and then push up the mid wave into tower, deny some farm of Talia, and farm himself a bit. This Nocturne is ahead of the game, and the Gragas is at the moment just trying to play catch up, which is not working for NL. They really have to try and get this thing rolling in the mid game, because this laning phase, these early roams are just screwing them sideways, to be honest.
Thank you, Jake. There we go. Just fixed that up. So I had to get rid of the time controls. That's all good. So 20% more volume down. Alright.
Sweet. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Twitch chat. Like all help is greatly appreciated. Do not doubt that for a second. So as you can see up in the top lane, because the Nar's TP was literally just to play catch up with the Java. Wasn't able to get there in time to make as much of an impact. The Java may be down 20 CS, but he's a little bit ahead in goal because of that kill participation.
Ooh, Talia taking a lot of damage from the Q and the E from Vladimir. He's just going to heal back up. But not going to be found. They're not going to find much there with the Dragon. However, here comes the slice and mash. Bit of a suicide. It is a 1-for-1. It is ADC for support though. This is just going to help clear out this wave. Talia has to stay right back. She's in no state to take on this Vladimir right now. Here comes the ult from Nocturne. Is it going to jump though? Going to stay hanging around the Dragon Pit.
And one thing to notice, because they know where the Gragas is now. They know the Gragas is mid-bot side area. So all the Nocturne had to do was just go around and maybe apply some pressure, make sure he's there in case something happened. And then he's easily able to just get back to farming and apply some vision elsewhere.
Yeah, up in the top lane, the Nara and the Jarvan trading away pretty even, as predicted. The Jarvan did fall around about 20 CS. Oh, however, here comes the passive from Nara doing some work. He's about to go Mega Nara. This could be a solo kill. Oh, the house doesn't. Well, actually, I'm not sure if it's a house in that skin, but it just hits the mid wave.
If the Nara still had the flash up and was able to flash in and do his combo, that would have been something. But the Jarvan still did have his flash, so even if the Nara did have his flash, I don't think that would have been a kill. The Jarvan's pretty safe there from start to finish. On the other hand though, that is now 30 CS lead to the Nara. That'd be roughly equal in gold value. Literally the Ninja Tabis here is what's saving the Jarvan, because that Black Cleaver is going to shred what little armor the Jarvan has in the early game before he gets his armor items. But the Ninja Tabi is going to decrease so much of that damage.
Did it actually turn off the arcade map? I don't know why it's turned itself back on.
It might be because of spectator mode. Like you turn off in game, I guess, and then.
Actually, I've turned it off. It's not doing anything. It is turned off in the settings, but the towers and the minions are gonna stay. So you're gonna have to put up with the arcade theme for tonight. It seems, right? It doesn't want us to turn it off.
The Vladimir there is using his Protobelt and a bit of his health to actually deny the to prolong the back of Talia, which is good considering he's 40 CS up, 3 kills up, and he's 1,400 gold up. He's literally got the gold lead for his team is on him. So being able to deny the Talia's back, considering Talia's sustain is not anywhere near as good as the Vlad's, is quite something. The Talia though picked up a
Talia, sorry to interrupt, but Talia did just use her ult to get back to lane. try and stop Vladimir getting too much damage on that mid tower.
And in addition, Talia's got the Merlinomicon now though, so if Vlad ever gets low, it's going to be a lot harder for the Vlad. The issue is right now just getting the Vlad low. The Vlad is a monster at the moment.
Yeah, well, here comes the slicing Maelstrom. That's going to stun up into Leah. There comes the Nocturne. Everyone's jumping in. Vladimir uses the Pro, but the flash comes out. Here comes the gear change, but she's actually going to get away. She's going to pick up the kill on. There's a lot of flashes being burned, but that's a double kill for the Tristana. She's going to jump towards. They're knocked out by the tough. That's a triple kill for the Tristana.
And that looks like it could just be a drag there. That was an amazing collapse from NL. And the Tristana hyper carry potential is so strong with the mobility and the resets. 613 Tristana is definitely not what you want to see at 18 minutes. In the mid lane, the Vlad 311, he has a lot of CS, but he's still behind this Tristana, who's going to be an absolute beast and will be able to mow down those towers like no tomorrow.
Yeah, exactly right. And of course, one thing you've also got to look at is the item difference coming across teams as well. You've got a full Black Cleaver on the time of Nah, only components for the Black Cleaver plus the Tiamat for the J4. And Ballista's picked up a Bork and a Crit Glove going towards that Runan's Hurricane, but the Infinity Edge and the Zeal already in the bag for Tristana.
And it allows for more fighting potential for the Nah, definitely. Allows him to get that pressure by pushing the wave into tower and roam for his jungle, and now enabling them to steal the Nocturne's jungle. Making sure that Gragas is getting back into this game from that CS deficit.
However, the Kennen is going to face check, and the wall comes in from Talia, does cut off Vlad. Vladimir knocks her off the wall with the Judo. There's a jump in from Nocturne, and Talia is just blown up there.
Now that Nocturne post 6 ult is just so amazing. Like, they're utilizing it so well, capitalizing where really it just seems like it's overlooked by NL. One thing to note is that NL still have made some, after that team fight, they have gotten a gold advantage, which is quite impressive from them. It's such a bad start.
Right, it's a lot of damage coming to that Tristana. That's a big crit. Some damage going to go into this tower as well. There's the charge. Couple of autos onto that. Tower could possibly fall in this next wave.
And because of static shift from the Tristana now, that's amazing wave clear. That's amazing tower pushing. This Tristana is literally in a league of her own right now. There's not really much it can do aside from getting the collapse
the
of the
buster
Tristana.
shot not quite gonna pick up that tower. Up that kill on the cannon. Vladimir's gonna run away. Didn't take a couple of ticks for red buff damage. Exactly right. And also Tristana has picked up the Avros blade, so that's gonna counter some of the lifesteal. Well, a lot of the lifesteal coming out of the Bork that has been picked up by the Ballista.
So one thing to know at the moment is the Karma has rushed the Ardent Sensor after the prospect. Still hasn't got a side stone in 20 minutes. They're making up for that with the Cinderhawk item from the Gragas being able to place wards, but that doesn't give the same side advantage that a side stone does. Which is something to look out for in this early stages, but it doesn't seem to be hurting them that much at the moment. The Ardent Sensor is just so powerful, helping Tristana do so much damage. Another thing to note is, like, here's one thing to note about in your regular solo queue game. At all times, both teams seem to be keeping at least 2 control wards on the map and try to keep areas around where they're playing warded up.
That's a lot of damage coming out, but the stun on the tower, Talia takes quite a bit of power damage. There's the Cataclysm. The Nocturne jumps in. That's a lot of CC coming out of that Dragon. They're all very low. That's a triple kill for the Tristana.
That Gnar ult was insane. The sheer, like, the ability to turn that fight around. That fight looked like it was going for SG, but the Gnar ulted about 4 of them, stunned them for days, and that turned 2 for 4 trade.
He's going to try and get a return kill on Tristana. He's actually going to get it. So they're going to trade 1 for 1 here, because that bomb's going to go off and finish him off. So that's a double kill. Actually, 2 kills picked up there by the Vladimir. But he's going to be the Gnar left alive, and that's not a very clean ace at all. An ace, but not much is going to be able to come with this. Gnar's going to be forced to back.
So while the Gnar was able to turn it around for NL, Zio was able to, on that Vladimir, make sure that nothing could be gained from that. Like, all they got was an ace and a tower. That's all they could get from that pressure. It is a small win for NL, but the Vlad made it so that nothing else went horribly wrong. So that's a 5k gold lead at 22 minutes. This is something that is going to be hard to recover from getting into that mid game with a 10-2 Tristana.
Exactly right. She's going to be dominating these fights. Get one's assist, she's just going to jump around the whole team.
One thing to note as well is the Dark Seal is a very efficient item. It's currently got 4 stacks on it, so it's probably worth about... It's you buy for 350, but it's probably worth about 700 gold in stats right now, which is what makes it so well worth it, and it's always making it refillable potion that much more useful when it comes to that regen. So people do underestimate Dark Seal's potential as a starting item, but that does not mean it's supposed to be taken on every start like some people I know. Looks like they're setting up vision around the Baron areas. They might be trying to just go for a Baron bait or something. Or if they get a pick, they might be able to just rush that Baron with that Tristana being so powerful right now. It is a very risky thing to do though this early in the game. But looks like SG is catching on and starting to clear out vision around where they can. But NL just have such a good strength.
A lot of damage coming down on. That's a Fate's Call to save her. That's Callista's using the Fate's Call to save the support. Vladimir comes in, does get one blood rush off, not going to do a whole lot of damage. He's just going to back away. They're going to clear out this ward.
Attempt to clear out this ward.
Yeah, the ward didn't quite stay up long enough, visible long enough to get it to take it down.
So in that, the cannon still doesn't have flash for another probably minute and a half.
Hang on, here comes the Nocturne ultimate. Not much comes on it. That's just for him. So he throws the wall down. He's going to run through, but he's going to go over the unravel. Throwdown takes all the damage, then gets cycling shoved back over. It's a good prediction from the Talia to make sure that Vladimir didn't get any closer.
Currently the trading of ultimate,
Now jumps in. No ult available though. Oh wait, the ult is available. Doesn't use it. He's just gonna tank up the tower here for his team. Armor Shield's gonna keep him nice and healthy as well. Gonna throw a house. Hit the tower. It's not gonna do much, however.
Now, in all of that, like, you'd be looking at the Tristana being, that's an amazing damage. But this Nah, as pretty much tried to make, as
That's
pretty much been
yeah, that's Baron started up here as well.
Oh, definitely. It's with no support. They've chunked out the Vladimir. They chunked out the Jarvan. Those two had to back. There's not really much they could do. With the Tristana doing so much damage, it was just a sure thing. Really was. Sorry. With that Baron though, they looks like they might be trying to go for Infernal Drake as well. The Cloud Drake allows them to just roam a lot faster. Looks like they might be setting. Oh no, they're going to start it. They're starting without the Tristana though. The Tristana's coming in.
I don't think that's really going to matter. Talia's going to do a lot of damage as well.
SG didn't even know what was happening. They put a ward down last minute. It's like, oh, they started Dragon. That's right. That's an objective on the map apparently.
Anyone else think that the arcade cannon minion looks like Speed Racer?
Oh my God, Speed Racer. That brings you back.
Anyhow, NASCAR, they've caught out the cannon. He's just gonna lightning rush away. I think it's called lightning rush.
Well,
The
either way,
Nocturne ult comes in straight on top of the unraveled earth. The barrier's gonna come out, but Talia's gonna fall eventually. I think it was the cannon minion that did that last bit of damage.
oh, it's like that cannon minion was. It didn't really
no,
do.
It was shooting at the wrong person. Never mind.
Yeah.
Oh wow, the cannon's gonna get put out. That's another Fate's Call just to save the support. And was that one auto from the Tristana half healthing the Callista there?
Yes, it did actually. That Callista is so fragile. Has only got a Seeker's Arm Guard. That's not a lot of armor. It's only about 30 to 45 armor, I believe.
Callista doesn't have a Seeker's Arm Guard, bro.
No, the cannon. My bad. Yeah, but the cannon is just going to town on everyone.
Yeah, that's
He's
a tower
got a
falling down though.
full crit build. He's got the Grievous Wounds to handle Vladimir. It's literally a question.
There comes the Cataclysm. Cannon's gonna take a lot of damage, but so is Gragas. Gragas gonna throw the cast to disengage. Vladimir did get forward, deals some damage. Firebolt's back him, he picks up one. Tristana does trade it. That's a triple kill for Tristana. She's gone huge. However, it is going to be a return.
Oh,
A couple of return kills.
Talia was not there. The Talia was not there. They just fought a 4v5.
Well, Talia was in base, and The last two remaining members of SG, they didn't live with much, but they did get the 4 for 2 trade. Or
There
was
was
it 4
a
for
good
3?
example
4 for 3 trade, my bad.
This is a good example of overextending and getting initiated on by that Jarvan. That Jarvan's able to just keep people around a lot longer than they should be, and allows for the rest of the team just to absolutely collapse and do all their damage. The Tristana single-handedly outputting that damage, almost turned it back. The Gnar was looking really strong, being able to lock them up, allowing that Tristana to do work, but it just wasn't enough. The Vladimir is big.
Yeah, here comes
Nocturne is big.
Nocturne's gonna ult in. He's just gonna destroy Talia. She's all alone up there in the mid lane, and you were talking about overextending, and that's a perfect example.
Like that's now twice in a row. They keep on every single time the Nocturne ults, except for one ult, someone dies. Doesn't matter if they're alone or if it's an initiation. This Nocturne, like, everyone's just underestimating that Nocturne ult. Everyone's thinking, oh yeah, cool, no one's around me, I'm safe. Boom, Nocturne comes in, kills you. This Nocturne is big. It's got a Dustblade, it's got a Yomi, full lethality build right here. You do not want to deal with this thing on your own.
Not at all. Just not. However, Vladimir is gonna be caught out on his own. The root's gonna come up from Karma. There's a Cataclysm on top of the Tristana. Tristana is just gonna stand and deliver. She's gonna pick up the kill on one. Look at jump away. Now she's going for Jarvan. That's a big crit from the Static Shim and Rocket. And without Frank, that's another triple kill. This could be a quadra here. That's gonna be a quadra. And she's on almost full health. She took no damage. Red buff and Karma doing a lot of work to keep her nice and healthy. Last person left is the Nocturne, but he is without ultimate.
Do we reckon the Nocturne just his ultimate's almost up though, but I don't think it is enough, especially with the Karma there to actually.
He's gonna use it anyway. He's going for Tristana. That's a lot of damage. She's gonna want to go away. And look at that damage. That's a pentakill for the Tristana.
Kill. First game, first pentakill. Let's go. This is looking like it might be a finish. That Tristana pushing power is so strong. They don't have the minion wave though, which would be an issue. And the Vladimir is just about to come up same with the Cannon and the Jarvan.
That's two inhibs at the least.
And that's an 11k gold lead. This is, I don't know, what does SG have to do to come back in this? They have to get a good initiation, and they have to lock down this Tristana. They have to burst her before she can escape.
That's a lot of damage. Nar's gonna go big. It's gonna force them. A lot of damage going down. That's gonna be a flash and the last Q coming out from Tristana, from Talia. He's gonna pick up the kill of the cannon. And there's the seismic shock. Keep them away. Keep them off this tower. Jarvan does find Dragon. It instantly dies. Talia is going to town. There's going to be the Sanguine pull towards. It doesn't matter. That's going to be a buster shot. That's a double kill for the Tristana. Here comes an ult. So he's just going to go straight on. That was a beautiful seismic shot from Talia. Keeping her off. And that's going to be game going over to Notorious Esports.
30 minutes after the other game. Absolute storm. NL did not lose a single tower. They had a rough start, but they came back swinging on the back of an amazing team fight in the mid lane, and near the Dragon Pit, I believe it was. And they were just able to capitalize on that and just keep on going from there as this Tristana got huge, and the Karma keeping that Tristana alive. Amazing team play from there. I do feel sorry for SG. They played really well, but NL was just the better players tonight.
Exactly right. But you know, the one big talking point is going to be that Tristana. You know, at the end of that game, 22-3-5, 19k gold. She had 9k gold more than anybody else on the other team.
Now, if we look at the damage as well. So the Vladimir on SG did the most at 20,000. The Talia did 28. This Tristana blew everyone out of the water at 38,500 damage to champions. Not including damage done to turrets. Is that a stat that is done here? Is that a stat that is done? Does towers destroyed?
Yeah,
he destroyed 5 towers apparently.
There's also damage to structures.
Damage to structures, is there? That's new. That was been a little while ago, wasn't it? Damage to structures. Where is that?
It's there. I'll try and find it. Oh, my client is really loud. Sorry if you guys heard that.
The Pentakiru! Can we get a Pentakiru in the chat?
Please don't do that. It's...
Come on, please. They can hear me now, yes?
Yeah, everyone can hear you, of course.
Can we get a Pentakiru in the chat? Please, guys. That'd be absolutely amazing right now.
Everyone's telling Maddie to do it.
Pentakiru. Come on, boys. Pentakiru. Am I
So
really gonna be left
it's
hanging?
under graphs. It's under graphs. So
Under graphs?
yeah,
How is it?
it's damage under total damage dealt. Damage, physical damage. What? Oh, it's here somewhere. I swear it's here. Swear it's here. I'm
I
not
think it was
sure
something
if
they were looking at doing.
No, I swear it's here. I'm not crazy.
Yes, that Ronald guy, Pentakiru.
There we go. Thank you, Ron. Thank you, Ronald.
Hey, Reese, Witherspoon.
Oh, not again. Not the Witherspoon jokes.
Pentakiru. Quadrakiru. Was there a Quadra in there?
Yeah, I
I do believe there
believe
was
she
a
got.
Quadra.
I'm pretty sure it was the Tristana again.
Presu Desu. I believe that guy is in one of the other teams as well.
Oh,
Yes.
I'm not sure, but I swear there is a damage dealt to towers stat somewhere in here.
Pentakiru in the chat, fellas.
Alright, we got the Pentakiru. Alright. Alright, calm down, Brody, calm down. Alright, we're gonna take a quick break and we'll be back with our next game shortly.
Okay. Testing.
Yes, we can hear you, but you're-
Must go.
Alright guys, all the games for the first round have concluded. Second bracket done up right away. Hysterics, get on that, mate.
Okay, so we have round 2 is up apparently. So
Alright, so what we are going to do, we're going to get Koala T versus RBG Gaming underway.
Ooh, yes. Looking forward to watching Koala T gaming.
Alright. Alrighty, let's have a look. Again, my client's really loud. I gotta turn that down.
Oh, I can hear your client from here, man. And I'd have your thing practically mute.
Anyway.
Wait, who are we discriminating against? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome.
Oh, it's Maddie. It's Maddie's team. Alright, I tell you what, Maddie. I promise next round will be your. I'll watch you and Ronald play.
Oh, is that?
If you don't play Zaya Rakan just because of the irony, I'm gonna be really sad.
Do it. That would be so amazing. We will definitely watch if you guys play Zaya Rakan.
Get it? They're a couple, pro.
Yeah, I know. I got that joke. Here we go. Oh, will these guys be as nice and get into like order like the last ones?
Yeah, those guys getting into the Philly and Zach Jungle. Alright, shout out to the Philly and Zach Jungle apparently. No, I made a promise. Alright, now they're gonna ban Zaya and Rakan just to annoy me.
Oh, I can guarantee it.
I guarantee it.
You guarantee it?
Oh no, Garen, if anyone picks Garen, Garen.
We can guarantee it that he's gonna flip. Okay, that's my last piece of the pun for tonight. I swear. No hate, please. Okay, so Quality Gaming, I do believe, looking at their was it Quality? Yeah, I do believe it's Quality. They actually have 2 challengers in their midst, which was quite impressive to see. Both these teams, definitely high-ranking players. It's mid diamonds to plats, and
we have a challenger on each side.
we have a challenger on each side, yes, but we have 2 challengers in Koala T. And also, one thing to know is that low diamond is completely different from high diamond. High diamond is more likely to be considered master. Like diamond 2 and up, I believe there's a massive difference between like diamond 2 and diamond 5.
Tell you what else there's a difference between our ranks and them.
Yep. So as we were saying, I would never pretend to be a challenger player or a diamond smurf. That is one thing I would never pretend to do until I reach there, which we all know is going to happen. Probably like early next year, I reckon. Easy. Don't quote me on that, please.
Anyway.
Dick Chitless is on the wrong side.
He's on the wrong team.
He's like, can I maybe just like sneak this in and just like backstab him from behind?
Yeah, it's just, just like just run straight down mid.
He's gonna play Tom Kench. We all know what's gonna happen, man.
Just carry his carry straight into the enemy fountain. No.
Oh my god. Oh, he's gonna play a Nivea, man. Just wall off his allies. That'd be amazing.
He's not you.
Hey, that's one time that happened. Well, my mate.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Yes, Vincent Jr., you're on TV. Yes.
Hang on, let me tell you how many people are watching you. There's
36.
a whole 36.
Take in mind, I'm 1 and Iridescence is 1.
I've got the chat open. Alright, apparently we're not allowed spectator slots. No, only we are the only spectators. Sorry about that.
You guys can watch the stream, but unfortunately that's it. We're not ready! I wasn't ready!
Let's try and keep this stream meme-free, Purdy. This is a meme-free environment.
I'm sorry, but I only speak in memes. I speak.
In before Maddie complains. Alright, we're just waiting on one of these teams to ready up. One challenge or two challenges. Got 3 challenges in this game. He's won 495 games. The other challenges won 80 he's won 80 games in his challenger.
I do believe I have a spreadsheet. No, not on this team. I don't have an in-depth spreadsheet on these teams. My bad.
Brute is the other caster.
Yes.
I better respell color correctly on stream because everyone will think I'm stupid. Freeloader.
Mate.
What spectator bug is going on now? There's been lots of spectator bugs, including not being able to see any one of the team's summoner icons.
That's a spectator bug. This doesn't seem to be a spectator bug. I'm liking that IP though. 12,477 IP.
I know, it was disable Andrew. What?
What?
Oh, double.
What's happened?
There isn't. There's not for me.
What is it?
Apparently there's a double Andrew Challenger 1 495 ranked wins. I can only see him once. I mean the Vincent.
Yeah, I can only see him once as well.
Vincent Jr. has the same summoner icon. That's about it.
I think he's trolling you, man. Hey guys, here's an awesome link that you should check out.
Don't post any links in the chat. Hysterics, you are wanted by Dawnbringer. But yes, by 12,477 IP, there was I was trying to get it an even amount. I wanted exactly 10,000. Pro, do you want to know how much I got? I have a picture to back this up too. I took a screenshot in my rage.
10,001 or 9,999?
I got 10,001.
Oh my god, that'd be so tilting. Wait, why were you trying to get exactly 10,000?
Because I've got nothing left to spend IP on.
Yeah, true.
Oh wow, he is too. I do see it. He's on the other team with a completely different summoner icon.
Wait, what?
Look at Andrew's the 4th slot on team 2 and the 1st one on team 1. That's a good bug.
Wait, is it in your client?
It's in my client. It's probably just a my client thing.
Oh yeah, it is too.
You were right. I'm just blind. Don't worry.
My client is fine. It shows Dawnbringer there.
Dawnbringer's on the other team for me. What is this sorcery?
Yeah, because on mine it seems like Fire Panther, Living Single, Link's Cadence, and Arrow, Cat Paws are on one team, and the other guys are in the other.
Okay,
that seems right.
So I've got Andrew, Dawnbringer, Vincent Jr., Yoga Yeti, Dick Chitless on team 1, and then Link's Candace, Living Single, Link's Candace again, Andrew,
Cadence, my friend.
Whatever, and Andrew and Cat Paws. So 2 people are just randomly missing.
I can guarantee you guys on my side the spectator is completely fine.
Yeah, well, your spectator doesn't matter because they're not seeing it.
Well, it's I don't know. Well, it's should be fine. Should be fine.
I'm subbed out for the Pride Stalker. Fair enough. Well, I'll tell you what. I'm gonna change my summoner icon to keep things interesting. People should vote on what I've got. I've got far too many.
Yeah, Pressu Desu. Quick question, man. Why are you subbed out? Is there a reason for that, or?
Probably fed in the last game.
Actually, can we get?
Just kidding. I'm just kidding. Don't hate me. Oh, he is the substitute player. There you go. As you can see, I went to all the effort to buy every Rift Rivals icon for 1 IP. 017, that's not bad. Alright, we've got 1 team is ready at least. I'm... Oh, the crab. Don't
Okay,
even
so
main juggle. Okay. Alright. The other team is still not ready.
we've got a bit of time to burn. Possibility. Just check the Discord, man.
I got your message. I'll get there. Oh, somebody's left. He's rage quit. No,
Oh,
I'm kidding. No,
wait,
he's
what?
back again. Now we've got Vincent Jr. He's back. He's joined again. I'm just gonna...
Wait, doesn't...
You didn't send me a Discord message.
Yes, I did. In the chat, in the live casting chat.
Oh, that I clicked collection by accident when re-clicking on the client.
Oh my god.
I'm not a Riven main, I swear.
Say what you want, my friend. Say what you want. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that one of the challengers is supposed to be on RBG. Why are the 3 challenges on quality?
No, they're not. It's just a bug for you this time.
Okay. I have a bug apparently. Okay. Well, guys, I'm glad that you could tune into this amazing bug-free stream. This is
you know, League never has bugs. Never. Never.
like Rito is just okay. In all honesty, though, we do have to give Riot credit. They do an amazing considering the spaghetti code that you have to work with. Any programmer knows the difficulty. You have 99 errors. You fix one of them, you have 113 errors. It's happened.
Mate, don't slag off Riot on my stream.
No,
They'll get mad and stop me from playing their music and watching their game.
That was actually me like saying how hard it is to do programming. That was me vouching for them.
Alrighty, anyhow, well, that's because they made it that bad. Anyhow,
you're trying to make a game of this extent.
One of these days, one of these teams is gonna both be ready. Hysterics, you got any word on this? Actually, just gonna turn all client sound off. Awkward, I just turned game sound off instead of client sound. Considering the amount of times I actually had to turn game sound down in the last game.
So one thing I'm really surprised about is this.
Yeah, there we go. We got no client sound now.
Yep. So no. One thing I'm. Yeah. One thing I'm really surprised about though is the caliber of players in this tournament are higher than I thought it'd be. I thought it'd be a bit of a mismatch of every single thing, like you sometimes get in OOL in the really high numbered OOL games. But this has been a bunch of high quality players that we've seen so far.
I'm only dumb and full. Alright, so Pride Stalker, I don't know where he is. He's one of the bugged people for me.
No, he's ready. He's ready. He's just that he's ready.
They're in game. Alright, we're gonna go to Champion Select. Finally, I'm gonna turn it back on because I'm just gonna turn sound effects off. I don't know what.
I do believe when I was looking at RBG though, Vincent Jr., the ADC main, has about 364 games on Draven. He's a Draven main, definitely. As for
Dawn, I wouldn't be yelling that out now.
Oh, my bad.
Phase. Oh my lord, that was so loud. I'm gonna turn that down. I promise I will get my shit together.
A true hunter never rests.
Rengar are banned out. A bit broken at the moment, I believe, with that Duskblade. So it's alright. I can see their names properly now. We're in Champion Select. Alright, so let's have a bit of chat about this.
Yeah, sweet. So we do have a cards expanded.
Rek'Sai. Anywho, the other lady.
Playtime's over.
Once again, we have 3 bans for the jungle, potentially Cho'Gath for the top as well. Ahri is still pretty strong at the moment because, like, the main thing that people underestimate about Ahri is she has a lot of poke, she has a lot of combo damage, but the biggest thing about it that makes it so good is she has
I
such a big
recommend
margin for
skipping.
error. You screw up, you can recover, you can make plays, you can do so much. You can get in, do your damage, get out. Such a massive margin for error,
As you
so much
wish.
skill, and such a high skill ceiling. Such an amazing champion. We do have the Lulu and the Janna bans. Once again, those Ardent Sensor supports being banned out. They're very strong at the moment. Ardent Sensor just gives you too much power right now.
And of course, if any of you follow any of the OPL players on Twitter, I believe Ejim said to play Kindred with Ardent Sensor. Haha, haha. Go ruin solo queue games now.
Wait, what? What is this?
I'll explain in the 3-minute break, but we are going to see a Gnar picked up straight away for RBG. That's so confusing. I'm so used to saying RGB.
What with RBG, like the Gnar pickup? Gnar is Gnar doesn't really have a strong counter. Like probably Riven, kind of counters Gnar. Aurelia does as well, but it's very hard to actually hard counter a Gnar. Tristana, very strong pick in the meta at the moment. The Maokai is a bit weaker in the jungle, but still strong in the top lane after the sapling nerf. The sapling nerf only really affected his jungling.
Sorry, Maokai is still broken.
Maokai's still broken and is still very strong in the top lane.
That's
Greg,
sap magic.
sorry, say it again.
Sap magic.
Oh, that sap magic. Do we have a Rakan? We have a Rakan, ladies and gentlemen.
It's a Rakan hover. There's the lock-in.
Yeah, there we
When
go.
I see a Rakan, I wouldn't be surprised if you see...
Oh my god, can we please have the Azir? This is going to be the ultimate late game scaling if they take the Azir. Oh, I'm disappointed.
Oh, look, it's Faker's biggest enemy. It's the Morgana. I'm just kidding. That's an old joke. That's an old joke, guys.
Fine.
It's still
I'll just be
relevant
over
though.
here,
Still relevant. The
sharpening
day
my
someone
feathers.
killed God, someone shut down God. That was the most amazing day. It's
Yes, it was on old LeBlanc, so no skill required. But just taking a dig, he's probably the best player in the world. No, but we did see, following the Rakan pickup, instantly the Xayah ban, but I feel like the next ban is going to have to be the Kalista. Because Kalista is the only champ that goes... There it is, exactly right.
Yep, so Kalista and Rakan go really well together. So what would you play now with the Rakan? Probably another mobile champ. You got the Tristana take it away. Maybe a Draven. I reckon it might be a Draven for Vincent Jr. because he is known for that. And it's a very aggressive pick, and the Rakan can really
Are you
help with that.
certain?
LeBlanc pick. LeBlanc still has some decent wave clear. Did get a bit of a nerf, but she is still fairly strong. Didn't get over nerf. She's still actually relevant. Now,
Morgana is the biggest counter to old LeBlanc, and Morgana's been picked, so we'll just ban the LeBlanc.
Talia in the mid lane. Once again, Talia is still a strong pick, but now this gives RBG the chance to actually get a counter pick in the mid lane and get that pressure going in the mid lane. We still don't know what quality are going to be going for the jungle though.
Ooh, the
We have
Twitch.
Twitch.
The hyper carry is locked in.
Now Twitch
for
really.
RBG.
The biggest issue with Twitch is that he only he's relevant to a certain extent, but at 4 items he comes online, he can flank, he can literally just destroy anyone but the Maokai, and even the Maokai is going to struggle to stand up to that damage. Got a last pick. We've got the mid laner for RBG coming in. Is this the Orianna?
It is gonna
Nice
be.
save pick.
It is gonna be the Lady of Clockwork locked in.
It's a protect the Twitch comp.
It
This-
really is.
It's like the Orianna goes so well with the Rakan diving in, the Gragas diving in, the Gnar diving in. But the Renekton might actually be able to stand up to this Gnar. Oh, guy can. Oh. Why do you tempt me so much? I wanted to see that Garen. That would have
He
been
loved Garen.
amazing.
He probably heard me say "Il Garen" before, and he's just.
Oh
doing it
my
again.
god.
Alright, we are
Ah.
gonna see the exhaust coming out of the Rakan, not the ignite. Let's see if he goes Ardent Sensor. I mean, some people do. It's a bit more of a solo kill build. But most likely gonna see the Talisman of Ascension and the Righteous Glory. He's just gonna play the Gotta Go Fast Rakan.
Oh, but that gotta go faster. Khan is so strong, especially with the ult. It just allows him to literally cover an entire screen in a matter of seconds, engage, charm them all, and then get out of there alive while using the Ardent Sense to boost his carries damage. This is Rakan is definitely a strong champ at the moment.
Exactly right.
The big issue is that they don't really. The Orion is good for mid game. The Twitch comes on at 4 items, so we're looking at about 25 to 30 minutes is when they're going to start really coming online. Um, as for quality, that Renekton top lane, Maokai's still in the jungle. So that surprises me. But still, it's he still is reasonable in the jungle. Still has good ganking potential. Amazing late game tank. Um, it is going to be a protect the 80 carry comp on both sides.
Exactly
But
right. But
I
mean,
do
like,
believe though. Sorry, go on.
the nerfs to Maokai really only have hurt his jungle clear. They have certainly not bothered him with his ganking. You know, that
Oh, no,
twisted advance plus the new, I believe it's called Nature's Grasp. Correct me if I'm wrong.
I do believe so. Yes.
It really does hold them in place forever. Of course, we saw Samsung pull it out in the jungle a couple of nights ago against SKT to hold Faker's Lucian down. PS didn't work. But, you know, it is quite good for high mobility teams. And of course, all Switch has to do is stand behind one of the tanks when those roots come out. He's gonna be fine. He's not gonna get caught out by it. You know, Gragas will just happily block a good chunk of it.
So
the backline as well.
So one of the big issues with Gnar is that if you can't really be a lane bully, he does fall off in mid to late with the mini Gnar form. But that mega Gnar form is always relevant. So their hope with this Renekton is to shut down the Gnar early, so he's only useful in his mega Gnar form. So he's only useful in team fights. That means the Gnar wouldn't be able to split push against the Renekton at all, and is pretty much just relegated to team fighting. So that means they'd be able to have pressure in the side waves with that Renekton as opposed to the Gnar. Natalia, great roaming potential, looking to make plays, maybe ensure that the Gnar gets shut down and the Renekton can just 1v1 him easily. Pretty much relegates Gnar to just an initiator. However, I do believe the initiation on RBG is a lot stronger. Got 3 champs that can all dive in and initiate. You got the Orianna ult. That shockwave is just so powerful, especially with team divers.
I mean, let's be honest. The ball's going to be going on Rakan.
It's going to be going on Rakan. Failing that Gragas, failing that Gnar. It doesn't matter. He has so many options. Worst comes to worst, use the shield to Twitch. Get an ardent sensor on that Orianna, shield to Twitch. You know.
It's like I'm not sure if anybody watched some Misfits and Rockat game where they had their results meant nothing, so they just mucked around for their final game of.
Oh god, I love those games.
It's where we saw an ardent sensor Kale in the top lane.
Oh my god, that would be so amazing.
Well, it was a Kale Yi comp.
Oh my god.
It didn't work. Sadly, my boys on Misfits. Sorry, I'm not biased, but my boys on Misfits did lose 2-0. They did let their support play Lee Sin in the jungle. Of course, that was just a bit of fun. But alright, we're about to get onto the Rift for Game 2 of the evening.
I thought you were going to be like, Game 2 of this 5-match series. Like, I don't know how to break it to you, man.
I love best of 5s. They're fun to cast multiple game series.
Does anyone, like, I'm a Cloud9 fan in North America. Does anyone remember when Cloud9 almost got relegated? They survived. Then they went through that amazing gauntlet run to get to Worlds. They were like in 7th place, and they went through gauntlet, reverse swept twice, and then decimated in the final series of the gauntlet. And it was just the most amazing thing to watch I've ever seen. It was just outstanding from start to finish.
Quick loading screen. Good news this time. OBS didn't have a massive fit. And it did actually detect.
So one thing to note this time is that instead of with the last game, both junglers do have a lot better early ganking potential.
We've instantly got a pause. Great start, boys.
Good game, boys. Good game. Connection bug with the Rakan.
It said the Gragas for me. Yeah, Gragas reconnected.
Gragas reconnected, but the Rakan's the one who's saying it, so I don't know. Je ne sais pas.
I actually have chat disabled, so I can't see what they're...
Yeah, so the Rakan said, just so everyone knows, yeah, the Rakan said that it was a connection bug. So I'm guessing it was the Gragas, because if the Gragas obviously disconnected, then he wouldn't be able to say it was a connection bug now, would he? I'm so smart. Is stream not on a delay? Yes, the stream is on a delay. We are on a 3-minute delay, I believe.
We are on a 3-minute delay with post-champion select.
Yep. So we currently are at 29 minutes in the delay. They're probably at about 26 minutes, or they're already still playing.
They're probably playing. I hope they're playing by now.
Yep.
Of course,
Yep. They would be.
the resume's coming through.
The stream is on delay due to the riots 3-minute thing, but aside from that, we're not really on much of a delay. 3 minutes isn't much to go by because most wards do not last, only last about 3 minutes, so people can only see wards as they disappear, I guess. Disappear. How do Australians say that? Disappear or disappear?
You are Australian. You were born and
Yeah,
bred in
but-
Queensland.
I was born there, but I sound retarded. So, shout out to Relson BB. Who's Relson BB? Can we get a Relson BB in the chat, please?
I don't know who that is because my chat stopped updating, so I need to refresh
Twitch
that.
chat. Twitch chat, please spam Relson BB. That'd be amazing. Thank you.
Don't do that. Don't listen to him.
Oh, we have a flash from the Twitch already.
Yeah, Twitch forced to burn a flash almost instantly there, dodging out that Morgana Q and another pause.
Another pause, fellas. This is amazing.
This looks like a looks like an OPL final with all these pauses.
Oh, definitely, man, definitely. We're loving the stream quality here, guys. This is
Actually, for a bit of fun, did anybody see the pause in the LCK game between Samsung and SKT, where I believe it was Cuvée had to go to the toilet?
I think it was Cuvée. He just like randomly walked in front of the stage, and everyone's like, "Wait, what's happening?"
Yeah,
And he's like,
yeah, Cuvée had to go to the toilet. The best thing was, did you see what the broadcast team put up?
"No, I didn't actually. What they put up?"
Toilet issue.
Oh my god.
And then of
So-
course, good old. I believe I can't remember who was casting that game, but apparently Cuvée is now a plumber. He went and fixed the toilet issue.
Oh my god. Oh, the memes are fresh here, fellas. The memes are fresh.
Something popped up in chat there. What was that, Pro?
It's the Morgana saying R, unpause when ready.
Okay. Of course, both teams have to unpause. There we go. We're getting back into the game for the third time.
Can we get I'm really disappointed. We still haven't gotten a Relson BB in the chat. I'm heartbreaking, guys. I'm just.
Are people talking in the chat? Because it's not updating for me.
Yeah, it's not updating for me either. I just refreshed it then, and still no one's talking, so I don't know.
Alright, no,
So as we can see, quality. I love that name. I love these guys so much already. They got the flash from the Twitch, which was worth honestly for that invade. They got a bit of vision, making sure that there's no early invade. They can keep track of where the jungler's starting.
might want to press the plus button.
The plus button.
Yes, to catch up.
Oh, where are you?
130.
130 now.
Okay, cool.
132, 133, 134. Am I with you?
They're just standing here. Yeah, you're with me.
Yep, they're starting at blue buff.
Yeah, that's good. We're gonna see a pretty standard lead for the Maokai. He's gonna drop 3 suppers in this bush. He needs to drag it out and get all the trigger. There we go.
That's Maokai. Maokai still has a very strong player. But is the Maokai going for a level, an early cheese gank?
It does
That would
look
be amazing.
like it. It does look like he is gonna be cheesing in bot lane here.
Because he does have the level 2, but they do have a ward there. They know they're coming
Yeah,
around.
they know they're coming, but I think it's a bit too late. If
Twitch
Morgana
does
can
not
land this
have.
Q,
The Twitch does not have the flash
there's the
though.
twisted advance. There's gonna be the follow-up Dark Binding. Oh, the turnaround. Maokai takes too many tower hits, and the heal is gonna keep Twitch alive.
And the Twitch gets a blue buff on top of it. That is backfiring so hard. Now the Maokai is way behind in his farm. They know where the Maokai is. They know we only did blue buff. The Gragas can do whatever the hell he wants at the moment. But it looks like the Orianna is actually losing in a bit of a trade to this Talia. But that grounded earth is costing the Talia now. Just using those pots to get back up in health. But it's pretty much from this bot side, from that trade, what Quality is going to have to try and do is try and get some decent farm lead on the Twitch, which is what they're going for, to try and make sure that death in the Maokai is accounted for. But it's just looking like it's not going to happen. Twitch has gone back. He's got the Doran shield. He's gone for the cull. He's looking to just scale up for this game.
However, Orianna is taking a lot of damage in the mid lane. The trade does come back. There comes the command attack and the command dissonance. They are going to pick away at each other. Both of them, however, are going to be put back to their opposite sides due to cooldowns. And Maokai's just going to take away his red buff.
And that's a
Happily on his own.
flash. That's a sorry, that's a ghost for a heal in the mid lane there. But if you look at the bot lane here, it's only the Rakan has a flash, whereas
Yeah,
sorry?
with my Rakan custom skin, you just can't see that, okay?
oh, Gragas is coming in. Gragas is coming in for a gank on the Talia. Talia's looking to just be able to get out of there.
Yeah, however, Maokai is coming here to reply, and they are just gonna back off. The ward's gonna go over the wall.
So if we look at the sorry, give me a second. So okay, look at the top side. So this Renekton pick has definitely shut down this Gnar. Like there's not really much the Gnar can do. The Gnar might actually
there's
die.
the tower dive. He's gonna
Oh,
flash
he's
away.
won-
There's the return flash. One more auto from the. Might have actually secured a return kill. But
No,
Renekton
it wouldn't
is-
have, man.
I reckon the passive pop plus the slow that comes off of it.
No, it's not a slow that comes off the passive pop. It's a W as well.
Oh, okay. Well, regardless.
It'll give him a speed boost, but that's about it. Don't think it actually gives him does a slow.
Oh, well, in that case, that was a pretty clean dive from the Renekton.
Very clean dive. Waste the flash. The Gnar has used TP to get back to lane. So Renekton can just choose to walk back to lane here. Has a TP advantage for the next like 5 minutes.
Oh, the Gragas is going to make a visit to the top lane. The Blood Shield's going to go on the Tristana nice and early. That's almost a good prediction of Yogi, just a bit short. The Dark Bite is going to land on the Twitch, but there's not going to be a whole lot of damage to back it up.
So one of the big issues that they're having now down in the bot lane is the fact that the Twitch on his first back got a cull. So what they've got to do is they've got to be careful because the Twitch will not have as much power if he had gone for something like say a longsword. He does have more sustain, has more gold generation, but it's going to be difficult for him to actually make trades, especially considering how long it takes for him to properly scale up.
Exactly right. Well, but then again, I mean, he did get that free first blood, which gave him a nice advantage. And of course, the cull isn't really gold generation, but you don't get that gold until you sell it. And once you've got the 100 stacks.
It's pretty much, it gives you an extra 100 gold for all the stacks, and then it gives you what, an extra 250 or something, or 300 gold when it's fully stacked?
Yeah, something around there.
I should know, I'm the game playing player. Pretty sure I've seen that plenty of times. But
Gang playing failure.
Oh.
Anyway, Tristan is going to get a lot of damage onto this bot tower. It's already under half health.
so this is, although they lost the first blood, they've been able to recover quite nicely. Because look at that gold advantage. They've got a 12 CS lead in the mid lane. They've got a 15 CS lead up in the top lane, and they've got a 20 CS lead down the bot lane. Makes up for the first blood. They got the return kill in the Gnar. They're able to do work considering the Maokai bad start, and Maokai is just going to continue to scale.
Maokai's going to come down. This is going to be a first brick straight over.
At
Koala.
a bit over 6 minutes. This
Yeah,
is
that's a 6-minute inner.
what the tower damage like stops the tower damage negation.
The shield doesn't actually affect the bottom lane. It's only the top and mid lanes that affects.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh, that explains a lot.
It was actually to swap the 2015-2016 random
Lane
level
swaps,
2
yeah.
lane swaps, yeah. However, Maokai taking a lot of damage from this dragon. Some ward's gonna come over the wall. Magus is here. But you know, Morgana's gonna be he's gonna be body blocking this. That's gonna be the keyword of the wall. Gonna put the Dark Vine is pretty much gonna secure the dragon, as well as the seismic shot, knocks it away, and that's a dragon picked up.
Now, I'll be honest, this is probably the worst dragon for RPG right now for quality to get. Ocean Drake in laning phase, early laning phase, is so strong. It allows you to get that mana regen, that health regen, allows you to out-sustain your lane opponents. And the fact that they got first brick, this is looking like a bit of a snowball. And they're going to get that scaling of the Tristana, the Maokai, and the Talia way ahead of the Twitch is going to be able to scale. They're going to have to rely on the Twitch to actually get to 4 items. I don't think at this rate, it might not even get to that if they keep on going at this rate.
Exactly right. I mean, the first blood was gifted over to the Twitch, but look at the CS difference. Almost 25. Like, Tristana's got almost double the CS of Twitch.
And he's got a 600 gold advantage. He's got a BF sword, he's got a pickaxe compared to a Cull and a Vampiric Scepter.
Oh, the flash! Coming out to dodge out of that shockwave, however, I think if that had landed, that would have been an almost guaranteed solo kill for the Lady of Clockwork in the mid lane.
Lady of Clockwork.
Yeah, that's Oriana's thing.
Yeah, no, I just haven't heard that in a long time. And we have like a... They're going for the top lane.
They're gonna go secure this tower. The rotations from quality of quality.
Well, at the moment, the Oriana does not actually have the ult. The Talia can 1v1. The Oriana's low.
Oriana is in trouble. She's got no ult. She's got no mana. Talia's got the Ghost, blue buff, and does, I believe, Q-spam. There's the knock-up from Rakan out of the grand entry. That's going to be the exhaust coming down. Price Walker's going to pick up the return kill. And this top turret, I'm not sure if, yeah, it's going to go down. Quality's going to take this one with no issues at all.
That was a 1-for-1 trade and a tower to Quality. This is completely one-sided. And then the Renekton's winning against this Twitch as we expected. There's not really much that the Twitch can really do. Like, that's going to be so much pressure for the Renekton. The Renekton's now doubling the Nas farm. This is a bit of a snowball here, ladies and gentlemen. What does RBG have to do to come back from this one? They just have to, like, wait it out and scale, maybe?
Yeah, that's all they've got. The Renekton's going to fall off. The Na's going to be much better in the late game in terms of team fighting. Oriana's going to have her 3-item power spike where she's going to do an unnecessary amount of damage. Twitch gets to late game. Gragas is going to, be that CC tank. But I just can't see them coming back from this. We're 9 minutes in. Almost a 3k gold deficit. 2 towers down. The gold is sitting all on this Tristana right now. And the Gnar just to stay relevant has had to get 2 Doran plays. That puts back his Phage power spike, his Black Cleaver power spike. If he wants to go Frozen Mal, he's gonna have to forego the Frozen Mal completely for any lane bullying tactics. He's lost lane already. He's just trying to consolidate right now. Exactly right. He's pretty much done for. He's got the double Dorans. That's about all the damage he's gonna be allowed to do with this game, I think.
It's gonna go Black Cleaver because Black Cleaver does help shred the carries with their.
Ooh, the Dark Binding does land on the Gragas there. Just gonna let him be. The Shockwave lands on Natalia. The Black Shield is good, but Jesus, he's gonna pick up a nice kill. Nature's Grass comes out far too late. It's gonna root up 3, but it's not gonna matter. That's just gonna be a free pick.
That was really good from RBG and a bit of an overextension from Cadence over there. But it's still a fact of the matter is that it's a 3v3 in the mid lane. They do have more power, and this Renekton gonna try and 2v1? No, he isn't.
No, he's not. He's just gonna slice over the wall. The dice is gonna get him a little bit further away.
He didn't know where the Twitch was. That was a very smart play.
Ooh, the sidestep comes out of the Dark Binding. Rakan.
That was very.
Rakan is my favorite character in League of Legends. He's sassy, he's funny, and he's so much fun to play. If you are support and you are bored of it, play Rakan. You'll have a ball.
Like, I'm not even a support main, and I'm loving Rakan. I started off terrible at him, but it was just so much fun to play. It really is. He's just so hyperactive, and when you do plays where you save people in slivers of health, you're doing stuff. You feel like you're doing things. You still feel like you're helping carry the team. An amazing channel.
He's gonna start up this Rift Herald.
But Mega Gnar's gonna go face.
Mega Gnar's coming in, but Mega Gnar isn't up for much longer. He's just gonna sit there around the blue buff.
There's nothing he can do. If he goes in
his Mega Gnar's down now. The Dark Find is gonna root him up anyway. They're just gonna turn on him. They're not concerned about the Rift Herald. They want this Gnar dead. The Ignite comes down. There's the Buster Shot. The bomb's gonna finish him off. Yeti, Gragas, and into Junior coming over. The Dark Binding. Gragas lets his carry eat that one. Bit of miscommunication there, I feel. Not gonna really matter, but definitely be taking that one up for your Twitch. The Grand Entry is going to be used to get out of the seismic shove. Just a bit of a zoning here, and they're going to go back and start this Rift Herald up right over again.
One thing to note is that entire time the Renekton was solo pushing the bot lane, gets that minion wave in the tower, gets the tower down to half health in the bot lane. The Oriana's going down to deal with it.
Ooh,
the Nara's coming down as well.
The flash ult is going to be just another Grand Entry out by the Rakan, and yeah, this Rift Herald's going to go over again. Somebody just used the enemy has vision ping. I love the noise that makes. Best new ping, best feature right added if you want to. I mean, the Pride Storm done. Buggy's at that cast. Doesn't matter. There's 4 people going.
Yeah, Cadence is caught out. Like, the only lane here that isn't actually doing well is Cadence, but that's more to do with a bit of overextension and just capitalization from RBG. Really well played by RBG to actually capitalize continually on that and to get that pick onto Cadence.
Exactly right. However, the Rift Turret was picked up by the Maokai, so they pretty much have a turret in the bank here, you would think.
People want to know if they can show players' names, man.
It's been turned on for some time now.
Oh, okay, sweet, no worries. Just making sure. So as we can see, like after that pick on Cadence, they're looking to actually start the drag. But Cadence does have his ult if they want to go in on this. But they're a bit slow to collapse. The Tristana, on the other hand, is able to push bot. And it's probably
The
about
Dark Binding does come into the Rakan. Dominus is up. He's going to dump in. Start off the lane from She's going to take a lot of damage. Catpause is actually going to pick up this kill. The walk for Talia is coming to cut off the carry and the support. The flash comes over. Dominus is still up. There's going to be the stun. There's going to be the stone. Sorry, it's going to be picked up again by the Renekton. The flash from Twitch. He's not going to get away. Talia's just going to spam. It's going to be a double kill for the Renekton and a mid tower. The Herald has been dropped. This is going to be another tower of the quality game.
So, literally, RBG got the Mountain Drake from that. That was good. Then everything went down from there. Quality just collapsed. They get 3 kills. They get the mid tower. It's going to be another 9 seconds before the Twitch comes back up.
Oh, it's actually going to give a charge onto this second tower as well.
Might just better get this mid. The second, that's 2 towers for that. That's going to balloon this lead to almost 7k.
That's a high value Rift Herald there, right there.
And they can now just rotate top, all 4 of them, while they go clear up, while the others go clear up mid. Get some vision, get this blue buff, and they won't be able to get tower. They could maybe consolidate that. This Renekton though has to be careful because the Nars coming down. Oh, the Rakan isn't though. So the Renekton is just literally pushing in the tower, just applying pressure, and he can back. He's got plenty of gold to spend. That's a black cleaver. That's some extra items for the Renekton. This is an absolute nightmare for RBG right now.
Really is. Poor Renekton left on some wave clear. Renekton. Poor Rakan left on some ward clearing duty there. Cleared up a few wards. Actually managed to clear out all of the red wards on the bottom side river. So
now if we look at
that's something.
So one thing to note, look at in the top with Renekton 9, that's a 40 CS lead. But one thing to note is this ADC. The Twitch is 2-1-1, but is a 70 CS deficit to the Tristana. That is massive. The Tristana already has an Infinity Edge, Berserker's Greaves, a Zeal item. Twitch doesn't even have his first full item. He's going for Blade of the Roan King. He doesn't even have it yet.
He hasn't even managed to stack his cult yet. We're 15 minutes in. Oh, that's some fancy footwork from Pride Stalker. Sidestepping that Dark Binding, follows up with a nice body bop, and that's another kill over the Orianna. Renekton's gonna go in, trying to have a bit of a poke at this. No, but he's just gonna hop away back to the safe Ruby's tower.
The thing with the Renekton though is he's just so much more wave clear than the Gnar. He can push in and then farm the jungle a bit, roam a bit, and then RBG have to be really careful about where this Renekton is because they have to make sure that...
Never mind, there goes the flush push advance. However, the seismic shove is gonna miss. The knock-up is coming in from the Rakan. The quickness is pop. He's jumping back to his team. Renekton's coming in, however, and he doesn't look happy. The slice comes in. Right, he gets knocked there. Pardon me. Holds up the Rakan. Rakan's gonna fall. And yeah, Quality are just gonna chase them. Right here, there's nothing to lose. There's the slice. It's gonna stun up. Dawnbringers, that's a big scoop. Does get 2. Doesn't matter. Least kills. It's gonna be a back kill. And the shockwave is good. Hits 2 of the carries, but I don't think it's gonna be good enough. Orianna's gonna fall down to the Tristana as well. That's a double kill. And they're just gonna push for this bottom side outer.
So a big thing to note is how big the Renekton's effect in that match was. Until the Renekton arrived, pretty much the Renekton was able to push in against the Gnar and then roam accordingly while the Gnar was just clearing out that wave. The Gnar had to wait to teleport.
What is Catpaws doing here? Trying to go to...
He's zoning, allowing them to get
He
there.
is zoning, but... I mean, yeah, I guess there's not a lot of damage. The Renekton's gonna clear it that way. They're gonna back off now.
Catpaws is my kind of support, man. Man, take some notes, man. This is how you're gonna play your next game. Play balls to the wall like Catpaws.
Yeah, but you can't support, so that's a good thing.
No, you're supporting this, man.
I'm supporting. Oh, I can probably support if you want to play some solo queue later on, but you can't ADC either, so...
I can APC, I'll bring up my catch MP in the bot lane. But anyway, back to the game. So, with the Renekton, that split push with the Tiamat item is so strong, a lot stronger than the Gnar's current clearing. So, the Renekton was able to push in that Gnar and then roam accordingly. Get up to the mid lane, secure those kills, secure the engage, and the Gnar had to react, had to bow a TP. Now Quality have a TP advantage, have a massive 8k gold lead, and literally this map is theirs for the taking. They get vision where they want. They've got 4 control wards in the map. It's look at their map. It's literally lit up like a Christmas tree for red side. This is absolutely amazing, and not even 20 minutes yet. You can't even do like a normal surrender. You can do the early surrender, but it's just so one-sided. Not even 20 minutes yet.
It really is, and this is 2 games in a row we've seen a Tristana just pop off.
It's not even the Tristana popping off. It's like the Tristana's big, yes, but that Renekton is just applying so much pressure. The Tristana's doing a lot on the back of the pressure from the Renekton.
Yeah, but speaking of Tristana, she just ate a tower for breakfast.
Oh, that's what Tristanas do, dude. Yeah, that's how you make them grow. You feed them a steady diet of towers.
Well,
Unfortunately,
she's not going to grow much bigger or anything.
It's because she's been starved for so long, man. She's only just coming out of the woodwork. Dude, give it about a week, she'll grow a foot tall. You'll be like, wait, you weren't a Yordle all along? Nah, I'm a regular human being.
Anyway, normal human beings aren't blue. Dawnbringer's gonna throw a boomerang. I don't even know what that skill's called. He's gonna throw the boomerang. Oh, Rakan steps back into that dark binding. He's gonna pay for it with his life.
I think I'm a bit ahead of you, man. Holy crap.
Yeah, I froze a little bit.
But with that pick though, it looks like they're gonna be able to get this top tower. That's the inhibitor tower down.
Oh, the shockwave, he's only gonna land on the Maokai. The body was gonna follow up, but the dark binding, all those stones from Celia fell like just a tiny bit short. Like,
and a big issue is the Gnar has to come up to try and like help out, but the Renekton just keeps on split pushing, and the Gnar can't really match the split push pressure.
However, the dark binding, he's gonna land again. Bishop Junior's gonna take a lot of damage from the mage. The quickness is also gonna come out. That's gonna be knocked up by the pass. He's gonna fall down. Maokai's gonna pick up a kill for himself. That's his first of the game. And the last person to fall down is gonna be this Gragas, and I think that's just gonna be game right here and now.
It's only 20 minutes, and now we have an inhibitor. We have a minion wave. We got
Renekton,
Tristana.
the cheeky teleport to keep that minion alive.
Yeah, that's gonna be game. That is game without a doubt. This Renekton can just take that tower for a bit until the minion wave comes in. He's not even gonna back out. They know they've got this tower. No doubt about it.
Yeah, they're gonna get this tower. Actually, I think they're gonna have to back off after this. They got low health bars. Yeah, they're just gonna play respectfully. They're just gonna walk back. They've only actually got one exit. All the other towers are still up.
Yeah, but the Maokai can just tank for days, man.
Yeah, Maokai can tank for days. I know that, but it's a little bit funny. And yeah, they just get. Can the Twitch even clear super minions at this point? I don't think he's gonna have the damage.
At the moment, I think our Twitch chat is stronger than this Twitch. That's a sad thing to say, but this Twitch has got one item, is Greaves. The Tristana has already got his static shift. The Tristana's at 3 items right now to the 1 from Twitch. This is so one-sided. The Renekton is building towards the Thornmail already. The Nar's only just got the Black Cleaver. This is an absolute nightmare. How does RBG come back from a game like this?
Well, apparently they're going to try and sneak a Baron. No, they're not. They're going to back off. That was going to be a suicidal play. That was going to be an OCE special, that one.
It's a 14k gold lead. Quality have not lost a tower. They've got the down inhibitor. Like, what do they do? They have to stall out this game. They have to wait for the Twitch to come online. That's another 3 items away. That's another 3 items. You're looking at, and he's only sitting on 300 gold. This is something it's hard to see how they're going to be able to stall out.
The quickness does look up too. However, that bomb, that Tristan is just going to take the both of them down with no effort at all. The flash, there comes the binding. There comes the doubling as well. That's just a triple kill for the Tristana. Can we see 2 pentas from a Tristana in the same game? The wall is certainly going to make that possible. Now it's going to jump out. That's going to be a quadra kill here. But the Penta, he is recoiled, never mind. The Renekton's just going to end the game before a Penta is actually available.
Oh, can they stall it out? Can they? No. Okay, guys, Quadra Kiru in the chat, please. Quadra Kiru. That was an absolute pop-off from Quality, from the Renekton and the Tristana. It's hard to say who was the MVP. Big thing to note in that last team fight, though, that Black Cleaver pretty much ensured that the Rakan was not able to knock up the Tristana. The Black Shield from the Morgana made sure the Rakan was not able to knock up the Tristana.
Exactly right.
Tristana completely focused on the Twitch and not be bothered at all by a pesky little Rakan.
Exactly right. The Black Shield did stop the interrupt coming through.
Oh, so much interruption from Rakan that was just irrelevant. Completely irrelevant.
We've got something in the chat for you, Pro. Bro, we're going to look at some of the stats here whilst I now show you. Let's look at some of this damage graphs. Total damage dealt to champions. It's actually going to be the Talia doing ever so slightly, and by ever so slightly I mean 1 auto attacks damage difference over the top of that Tristana.
Oh wow, that is tiny. The
It-
Oriana, if one thing I'm really amazed at, so if you look at the stats for Oriana, Oriana's damage for mid lane is actually about I think 11th in highest damage stats for mid laners. So lower than the Talia, lower than like your meta mid laners, but this Talia has still done a huge amount of damage. Like has almost kept up with a Talia, a fed Tristana. So this Talia has definitely tried to keep this team together. Na
exactly
got
right.
shut. Na got shut down early by the Renekton. The Gragas didn't really have a lot of impact. He tried. The Twitch, he just lost so much farm due to that early gank. He did get a first blood off that, but he just lost so much farm to that Trist.
Well, exactly
Um,
right. I mean, the wave was pushing into his tower when that gank came through.
so
And yeah, he had to back and sacrifice it all.
exactly. So, and when he backed, he only got a cull, so he didn't actually have a lot of fighting potential after losing all that CS. I don't think he even stacked it by the end, to be honest. And the Morgana literally shut down everything that Rakan could do.
The answer
There
to
was
your
nothing.
question on that Cole is it got stacked, but he never got to sell it.
Oh, that's
Actually,
half.
no, it
That's
didn't. I lied. He only had 94 CS by the end of that game.
you liar. Oh,
It doesn't actually show the stacks in the post-game
yeah,
screen.
no, it's like yeah, that's fine. So that was quite a one-sided game. It was a 16k gold lead at the end. 22-minute game. That was quite a shocker.
That's a good old fashioned stomping. But one thing I do want to say is that obviously these nerfs that have come out to Talia, they're not going to stop her from running rampant on the Rift.
And also Ariana. Like Ariana's biggest thing was that she was just such a safe pick. You could pick her into almost anything.
I mean,
Uh,
Oriana's nerves came down to just skill buffering and her shield, I believe. So you can't buffer her W as early anymore whilst the is going, and the shield's not as big. But
so you're going. Sorry.
she's still, she still hurts. Like those, like you saw the amount of damage she did with nothing but a Morello
Oh,
Nomicon,
oh,
and
definitely. Yeah.
needlessly. But alright,
Hmm.
guys, we're gonna go on a little bit of a break, and we'll catch you in the next one in just a little while.
No worries, guys. See you soon.
Every child in Valorant has heard the tale before about the cursed mummy boy who felt his heart no more. So sad and lorn, the helpless lad, Amumu was his name. He ventured out to find a friend and learn about his bane. For many years, young Amumu traveled through the lands, determined to make friends if only they would understand. But even when Amumu stood upon the ledge of home, his hope would disappoint him and he would remain alone. But then the curse began to whisper in his ear and would confirm what was Amumu's biggest fear. It pledged that never shall someone become his friend. It pledged that he shall be alone until his end. Sorrow and despair became too much to bear. The moment when Amumu realized what he had done, too late it was for him, for them. The evil curse had won. The anger and the anguish overwhelmed his fragile soul and caused the wicked.
Wait, so monkfishes and what is it? Ronald Duck. Wait, Donald Duck and the Ronald Cucks. Holy crap! That's that's the second most amazing name this tournament. To be honest, the most amazing name is always going to go to quality. I'm sorry, but that's just who does not love that name? That is, I just can't stop about it. Are they in order of like where they're playing? Yeah. It's, okay. Sweet. Well, so one thing to note though is both teams had the lowest ranked. Oh yeah, the lowest ranks in the mid lane. Um, so it's a silver 4 against a gold 5, so it'll be very interesting in the mid lane. I don't think there's a massive skill difference between oh, there is a bit of a skill difference, but not a massive one between silver 4 and gold 5.
Well, now I'm just mad.
Well, Zac is still strong even after all the nerfs, though.
Your reckoning will come either way.
And the Maokai ban is what looks like we're going for these heavy initiating tanks like that. They're just trying to get all the OP picks out of the way, or it's
Let me get
things
in
that you
there.
don't want to deal with. The Tristana for the first time. Tristana's 100% pick and ban rate at the moment right now out of the games we've spectated, which is something very interesting considering like how strong Tristana is after the nerfs to other ADCs have been. And that pushing power is just phenomenal. You literally cannot match that pushing power from the Tristana. Uh,
Afraid of the dark? Lies.
I was just looking at that, man. That is amazing.
But all my light puns would have brightened your day.
They... Oh my god. Why do people do this? This is not sportsmanlike, guys.
Do not deny me.
Oh my god. We have the Zed. Now Zed is pretty good at snowballing, especially with the lethality items, the Yomus and the Dustblade. Oh my god, that's just going to be disgusting with that snowball potential. And his roaming is so good. He's got good mobility. He's got good like really good early game damage, and that like get in get out possibility. One target damage is just so intense. He gets shut down hard though by his Zonyas. Um, so we have a Kled in the top lane now. This is something that's very interesting. Allows for a good engage or a good roam, and in addition, it's such a good carry top laner. Has so much damage. You do not want to tower dive a Kled. I've learned from experience that he will just auto attack you 50 times and you will die. Oh, we have that Elise. So Elise and Kha'Zix in the jungle. So Elise is a very good early game ganker, but does fall off hard. Oh, the Vayne. Oh, oh. It's a oh. Why do you torment me so? Well, that's the Jinx. Kled carried us apparently. It's oh yeah, Kled. Well, you gotta realize the Kled, the person in the top lane is actually I believe a diamond or a plat. I do believe
Cool foam.
he's the highest ranking player on their team. So it looks like they're throwing those top lane bans, making sure they don't get someone to actually counter that Kled, so the Kled can get rolling and
As
carry.
you wish.
The Janna bans, obviously Janna's OP. They don't have a lot of supports left. So the Janna ban coming in. Um,
But why? Why would you like? I don't feel like John is really a worthy ban. I mean, it is mainly played as a counter to Zac.
I do not believe that it's so. Janna, the issue is Janna scales well. Janna has
she's
great-
extremely hard to kill as well. Is this gonna
Early
be a dodge? Oh no, they're gonna ban him Aurelion Soul.
Okay, so Aurelion Soul. Now, Aurelion Soul is CLG's perfect answer to an Orianna pick. So Orianna's a safe pick, but doesn't do much. Having Aurelion Soul clears lane and roams. The
I
Orianna
recommend
can't match
skipping.
it just to clear that lane, and then the Aurelion Soul can just make impact on other sides of the map, get back to lane for the next farm. So Aurelion Soul is a perfect counter to Orianna's passivity, I guess.
Yeah, exactly right. Exactly right. But one interesting thing is the Lucian's gonna come in here now. That's gonna be a bottom lane Lucian, and unless the support is Brom, you don't often see Lucians in the bottom lane anymore.
Are we gonna,
Or
we're gonna see the
I saw the Yasuo flash.
Oh
Damn it, he is
my
gonna
God.
go the Yorick.
But and here, okay, so we have the mid laner still to be picked, unless the Morgana's going mid. So LeBlanc, are we gonna see the LeBlanc?
The LeBlanc.
Oh my god, I would love to see a LeBlanc in this game. That
Look-
would be amazing. Oh, no.
Vladimir,
Oh,
Vladimir, but
oh,
LeBlanc's there's the problem. That's a
yep,
pretty
that's wrong.
predictable thing.
Yeah, because they
Maddie's
did need a dedicated tank, to be honest, because Kled goes carry tank, he's a bruiser. Um,
he does. He goes more the cleaver into Ravenous Hydra. We're gonna see Maddie pick up the Brom. I'm not sure how good she is at Brom. I'm not
Maddie,
sure.
I'm disappointed. I expected a Zaya or a Khan pick. I really did.
Yeah, I believe I
Promised
agreed
us.
to. Yeah, I believe I agreed to stream this game on that condition.
Okay, guys, next game. Now, quit spectating. Now we're done.
No, we're done. We just move over.
But
I'm calling
it's-
you. It's annoying because ever since I've met you, I've called you by your actual name. Anyway, Maddis. Oh, I can say your full name. I can say Maddie is online if you'd really like.
no, it's Mad Eye. Do it.
Mad Eye Moody.
Mad Eye Moody.
Mad Eye Moody. Right. But okay. Well, let's have a look at these team comps. We're gonna see the Elise.
Well, one thing interesting to note is that bot lane, the Morgana is there. Morgana is a semi counter to Brom's passive and his Q. However, the Lucian Brom should win lane over the Morgana Jinx. That's pressure bot lane. The mid lane is going to be equal, and the top lane, if the Kled can do it, he's got better roaming potential. That Yark is pretty much going to be a split pusher. That's their goal for the Yark.
You will
It's-
remember Yorick Mori. No, one interesting thing to see here is I can't quite see it due to lovely spectator bug layout. Well done, right? I think that's an exhaust on the Oriana.
I think
I
yeah,
can't
it looks like an
tell.
exhaust. Looks like an exhaust to me. Oh wait, no.
Liam,
That's
can
not
you?
exhaust. That's ignite. That's ignite in the Oriana.
I can't see it. Liam, can you put in the Twitch chat what you took or somebody because we can't see it.
No, that's ignite, dude. It's the.
Oh, it's barrier. It's
it-
barrier. We're all wrong.
Oh, is it?
Yep, it's barrier.
Barrier. Because it goes the wrong way of exhaust, like with the lighting.
Oh well, see the thing is that I would have taken cleanse here. You've got that Elise. If she lands that cocoon on you, you're as good as dead.
Yeah, but as long as you can ward up, like they're probably going to try and ward up around the mid lane, and they do have a winning bot lane, so it's going to be hard for the Elise to. It's going to be easy for the bot lane to roam, as long as they keep aggressive warding in the jungle and that and play towards bot side. Then that should be roughly equal. I'm not sure about the Kled Yorick top lane. Don't know how that matchup goes because those are two picks you don't really see go at each other a lot.
Alright. What?
both good
They're,
split
they're still
pushes.
talking. If you, sorry, they're talking. The team that's supposed to be playing about now is having some banter in the
Oh,
Twitch chat.
Got the
But,
Twitch chat trash talk. Let's go, guys.
That's alright. No, trash talk.
That's landed.
Yeah, we can do some super interesting things in this remaining 70 seconds. One thing we can do is we can pretty much tell you how there is the Jinx in this bottom lane. Look, if this game goes late, Jinx is just gonna get excited and run all over the place, and that's her passive, by the way. It's actually called Get Excited. It can stack up to a bajillion times.
And one thing to note is the mid game is for Donald Duck and the Ronald Cox. They want to win by the
So
mid game.
sorry, I can't say that name with a straight face.
Shut up. But the late game with the Vladimir, the Jinx, the Yorick, that late game is going towards Monkfishes.
Well, of course.
It's got a hyper carry in the bot lane. Got that Vladimir who's going to scale so well. That Yorick, I do believe the Yorick is probably going to outscale the Kled in a 1v1.
I think I feel like that I can't describe this matchup because you never see them together in the same game ever.
You don't, but it's the only thing that's going to help Monkfishes get to that late game, that Elise jungle pressure. The Elise's ganking potential early, that jungle clear is so good. Elise is such a strong jungler, but she does fall off hard. She has to get the ball rolling, has to get her laners going to make sure they keep up with the curve and then eventually outscale. Because that early game, the Vlad's not going to be able to do much. The bot lane's going to be pushed in, and that top lane, it's up in the air. But the Kled's going to have better roaming potential post 6. Definitely.
One thing I will mention is that Ronald does love his Lucian. It's certainly a pocket pick of his. Apparently, Maddie's played enough Brom to be level 4. The more
So-
you know.
So I think it's really good how with Liam, they've got him on Oriana in the mid lane. Considering that that's such a safe pick, allows for them to not put him under too much pressure. He is a silver player, wouldn't have as much game knowledge or experience as a gold or higher, like his lane opponent. And unfortunately, because they weren't nice about it, we have to now reorganize the.
Yeah, the bloody board. I hate that.
God damn it, Monkfishes. I'm sorry, but it doesn't
Actually,
matter.
it's not too bad. You only actually have to move like 3 people.
Yeah, but still, it's. Good luck have memes. Yep. Good luck have memes, guys.
Good luck have memes. That sounds like something Manny would say.
Can we get a golden kappa in the chat, please? That'd be amazing. It's like, apparently, one person gets a golden kappa. But here we have an invade from the red side. They're going for a 5-man invade. But it looks like the others are invading from the other end. It's a double invade, guys.
It's, yeah, they've just walked right past each other here. It's a ships in the night moment. I'm going to say this, definitely going to be a skin game over for Trash Bandicoot. He is running the only Morgana skin I can never own.
What's that, game? What's that skin?
That's the Victorious Morgana.
Oh my god, they had a Victorious Morgana? Since when?
This is our color caster, guys. He's supposed to know all the game knowledge.
Hey, I know some of the game. Oh, it's a
we're gonna meet up on the wrong side of Narcissus. The flash gonna come straight out from the Kled. A lot of damage. Kha'Zix took a lot of damage there. I think he actually ate that Dark Binding. The flash auto. Oh, he's gonna flash in front to save his jungler. Not sure if that was an accident or if that was on purpose, but I'm pretty sure you're gonna have to see Subi back here.
I do believe it wasn't the Kled that flashed in front, it was the Kha'Zix that flashed away there. Because the Kled blew his flash earlier.
Yeah, that's exactly right. That's bad by me.
So what happens there is they trade a flash from their support for the flash of the top laner and the jungler. That is worth for the Monkfishes. But we'll see, like the Kha'Zix does scale better than the Elise, but that Elise gang potential is still so much stronger. Such a good pick comp for Monkfish's early game.
Somebody in the chat saying has Victorious Janna. I believe that's the first ever Victorious skin. Ooh, the Dark Binding hits a minion. Gonna be a little bit piercing light trade. Eleny's gonna do some more he's out damaging Lucian here. Level 2 Lucian can really, do a bit of damage. He gets his relentless pursuit.
So one thing to note as well is because this was the Morgana pick with the poke.
There's a bit of a fight in top lane here. Both of them falling low. Kled is dismounted. And they're just gonna go back to farming. Of course, Kled's just gonna spam his shotgun to get his. Yeah, look at that. He gets a good amount of courage back.
But if you look at the one thing to note as well is that Yorick's already blown all 3 of his crossing pot stacks. The Kled can just get Scar back, and then he'll be Gucci.
Yeah, that's a big buff on Scar because there's a lot of health back. Apparently, according to chat, that's gonna be a flash cocoon. That's gonna be Endasubi here. And that's gonna be first blood solo kill over to the Spider Queen.
Now that's a big thing about the Kha'Zix blowing his flash early is that he's not actually able to get away from that gank. And the Elise came in, the Kha'Zix is low, the Elise has a healthy clip, he's able to invade, capitalize on the Kha'Zix as he's doing the red buff, and secure that kill. Like that is absolutely massive. Like Elise is now like so far ahead. Oh wait, what's this?
Well, this is gonna be a tower dive. Now this is Elise specialty. There's the Kiku, there's the Q, and that's a second kill pick up for the Elise, and they're gonna be able to do some good damage on this tower.
That was one auto attack away from getting Scarl back. Kha'Zix is here just trying to get anything, just trying to like keep that tower healthy. There's nothing he can do here, and Elise can just invade and take the Kha'Zix golems. This is putting the Kha'Zix even further behind. And now we even have a teleport advantage for the Monkfishes, as the Yorick can just get away. The Kha'Zix has no buffs, the Elise has both buffs. They have no TP. Their Vlad is pushing in the Oriana. There's nothing that Donald Duck and the Ronald Cox can do right now.
Can we just say Team Ron? I can't. I'm gonna trade the first lane since it's gonna do a lot of damage over to Liam here. Of course, he is got the pretty skin, but right now there's a bit of a tussle. Liam's gonna be forced back into that tower, and of course, Tinsel's just gonna heal up. That's one thing I hate about Vladimir. Like, he actually is stupid healing.
And so what Elise was able to do there is she was able to just like live in the Kazakhs jungle and surprise the Kazakhs.
Exactly
This
right.
might be. This might just be a kill.
That's a teleport coming in. Yeah, no, Elise is gonna pick this one up. There's gonna be a form change. No, she's actually gonna have to back off, taking a bit of minion damage. And shotgun does tickle as well. And you can see Ronald's managed to push Melanie back on the tower. He's gonna be able to do that. He has much better wave. Well, that's debatable actually, but.
So one thing to note here is that even though Lucian is showing to only have 3 CS advantage, it's actually an 8 CS advantage due to the relic shield of the Braum. And we.
Silly thing to say.
Oh,
I'm pretty sure, doesn't your minion count go up with the relic shield as well? I'm 90% sure when Braum hits a... We'll watch it. Next time she... Next time she whacks a minion, or ever, there's an all-in coming in. That's going to be... Never mind. That was depleting. Kha'Zix is on the bottom side. He's going to take that Rift Scuttler away. You know what? In that short time that it swapped over to the mid lane, she used it and we'll never know.
Yeah, I know, right? I was like, wait, it didn't get the thing before. But yeah, that's a pretty good binding from the Morgana. But here we have a little bit of a fight up in the top lane.
Gonna be a bit of a fight. Look at that damage coming out of that empowered Q from the Yorick.
Yeah, but nothing's gonna happen from that. That's one of the beautiful things about Kled is that the Skull health is literally just literally just an extra health bar that you can get back with enough courage.
Well,
it's something that's easily regeneratable.
Ronald's gonna just do a bit of a piercing light. The rocket launchers aren't gonna be doing a whole lot of damage from Melanie here as yet. And Queen Noodle says the first skin was Jarvan. Oh, look at that puddle. Never mind, let's not talk about skins, let's talk about the fight going up in the top lane.
Oh, it's a gank?
There's a gank in mid lane, and that's gonna be a flash.
That was an
Rush Q, that's a lot of damage, and Orianna is gonna fall down.
That's one of the beautiful things about the Elise, especially with the boots of mobility, is you can get around the jungle so fast. So if you show up bot lane or you show up on a ward, next thing you know, you're on the other side of the map. Its boots of mobility is so strong in Elise and allows that ganking potential. Such a great item to rush.
Oh, this might be the end of Kled. He's gonna flash out of that prison. And Horic's gonna take a bit of damage in return, but his ult's out and it's gonna suck on that tower. No puns intended.
How is that a pun in any way?
Morgana just hit a cannon creep with an auto attack. Got 25 gold for some reason.
It's because she picked up the gold from the ancient coin. I'm guessing that's
I didn't see it. I didn't see the ancient coin gold, but yeah.
Man, I'm the one who's colorblind. I shouldn't be able to see this stuff. But we do have, as we can see, with the Elise. The Elise is at the moment 2-0-1. It's getting that early ganking in, but it's being able to get this. Like this Vladimir has just been outclassing the Orianna. That's a 30 CS gold advantage in mid lane. A 30 CS gold advantage in the top lane because of the Elise just coming in and wrecking both the top and the jungle.
Kha'Zix is taking away this blue buff, but Elise is coming around.
The Elise has got no hope.
Elise not gonna get it, but that could have been very close. One thing I do want to mention is look at this, the letdowns on Ronald's team, because I can't say the actual name. The CS differences are just astronomical in the mid lane.
I was just commenting on that before, man.
And the top lane, yeah, definitely right. There comes the charge. They're gonna try and catch Elise out. She's gonna jump over the wall.
But the Yorick's coming in, the Orianna's coming in. It's going to be a 2v5. A 2v3, sorry.
It's just gonna put up the, I don't know what that's called, but it is gonna block the whole tribal. That's a good play. I love that puddle. Someone hack right and give me that skin. Never mind, you didn't hear me say that. So he's gonna take away his red buff here. As we're gonna see, pretty much standard. Manius is pushed in the bottom lane. I believe Ronald is just back. He's got himself a BF sword, a longsword, boots, and the Doran shield. Manius gonna put up the big shield. It's gonna block an auto, and it's gonna block the dark branding. Another fight in the top lane. Elise is here again.
Oh my god, this might be
a he does manage to shotgun away from the thing, but he's running to the wrong side of the map. Yorick's gonna pick up that kill.
And one thing to note as well is this, like, it's a almost a 3k gold advantage for Monkfishes, and they have the late game team comp.
The
this is
finding does win under the Brahmin, so Zap is also gonna hit him.
So a 3k gold advantage, no towers yet, but looks like they're gonna get this top tower. And they like Donald Duck and the Ronald Cucks
I'm so sorry. That's gonna be first brick over to the Yorick in the top lane, of course.
So, okay, let's go. Monkfishers have late game team comp. They are going to outscale. They're 4k gold ahead.
That's a flush from the Jinx, however. We're gonna get a flush out in the bottom lane.
If they do not make something happen in this mid game, it's going to be out of their control. Mid game is going to go over to Monkfishers. It's going to stall for a bit. Late game going to be outscaling like crazy. This is not looking Gucci at all.
Gucci isn't a word. Please use English.
Gucci is a brand.
I'm not aware it's a brand, but I have got this stream language set to English. I expect that you use it. Skywalk is actually going to pick up 4 members of Ronald's team here.
It's classified as a proper noun in the English language. Therefore, a word.
Did you just Google that?
No, that's something I know.
That's why you're the color caster.
But I don't know when the Victoria skin, Morgana skin was released. It was released second now.
Season
Thank you.
3. No. Jana was second. I think
Oh,
it
was
was
it Jarvan
3.
first?
No. Jarvan, then Jana. Then
Wow.
I don't know. Doesn't matter. In the bottom lane, Danny throws up the shield in the complete wrong direction.
This looks to be like an Ocean Drake
There's
also
gonna be a
over
free
to
Ocean Drake.
Monkfishers.
There's nothing Subi can do about this. Jinx and Morgana have the inside track up this bottom of this river, and they're just gonna have to back off and leave it. However, charges come in. This can't be cancelled. Oriana's gonna run in the back of that. They're going to go out. If he doesn't have a shockwave available, he does. He hasn't used it. But it's just gonna be a disengage.
I do believe that might have been worth for Monkfishers there, because the Ocean Drake is so strong and it's still in the laning phase right now. Oh, but
however,
looks like
Subi
Subi might go
is
down.
forced to smite a ghoul to live there. That's
That is
interesting.
quite difficult to watch. Oh my god!
Oh, the Super Mega Death Rocket picks up the kill from the bottom lane.
And that's a mid lane tower for that one. They have no pressure there. The Braum's coming in but can't do anything in time. They can just die to the cleanse.
That's gonna do. That's Elo going down as well. Yorick's gonna pick up that one with his ghouls. Mattis is just taking a lot of damage. She's gonna try and get the concussive blows off. There comes the Glacial Fisher. And she's gonna get the stun up. Doesn't matter. It's gonna be Vladimir taking up that tower.
So they were able to kill the Kled, but they weren't able to confirm that tower. But that tower's gonna go down in the next push, I reckon. It's so low right now. Monkfishers have so much pressure on the map. The one thing they're lacking though is their vision control. They do not have a lot of vision. In fact, Donald Duck and the Ronald Tuck do have some pretty good vision coverage around the bot side now. Top side is pretty much just like it's into the shadows. It's like Nocturne's bedroom.
I don't want to know where you go at night. So Subi's gonna take away his blue buff, pretty standard here. Melanie's gonna get a good amount of damage on this bottom tower. She's gonna be forced back away as she's run out of minions.
Now you see, Maddie, if you guys had taken Zaya and Rakan, this would not be happening.
Doesn't matter. Elise and Yorick are gonna start off this Red Herald.
So one really amazing thing about the Yorick and Elise synergy is they do have a lot of small minions that they can utilize to take these buffs. They can use them to tank,
right.
they can use them to do damage. They're just so strong.
Exactly right.
And one thing that is surprising to know is that both these junglers have been living in lanes. The Elise has been making so many proactive plays, and the Kha'Zix has just been trying to survive and like match that pressure, but he's just not able to do much for it.
I didn't even notice Lucian got a kill.
That was when the
Yeah. When the charge
Morgana.
came in. But yeah. I didn't notice who picked it up, even though it comes up as a big banner. Liam is gonna try and take down this Rift Herald all on his. Did that Winter's Bite just go straight through the Rift Herald?
I'm not sure. I think the camera cut to like a different thing that was happening. It's like, nah, guys, there's more action happening in the Scuttle Crab. Don't worry about the Rift Herald charging the tower.
I'm 99% sure that went through the Rift Herald then.
But that's now all 3 outer turrets gone. That's 3 towers to 0. 6k gold advantage. 14 minutes.
Maddie's trying to 1v1 the Elise. She's going to be forced to crush away. The shield goes up the wrong way again. Liam's going to put the end of this one. The Super Mario Death Rocket does miss, however. He's actually going to get away. Oh, the Dark Binding does come out. However, Lucian doing some damage. Exhaust does come out. He's forced to disengage. There's going to be the flash. That's going to be a kill in the top lane at the same time. In between towers. Kha'Zix.
This Yorick
going 1v2, coming out on top. He's going to be able to get this tower. That's a good shockwave, but it's not going to be enough. He's going to be forced to back away. This is just one-sided here, Pro.
It's literally every game so far, and that's ballooned to it's a 7k gold lead, 14 minutes. It's like what do they do from here? They can do anything. Their enemy's just coming up. They're rotating mid. They might just be able to get this tower. They're gonna cannon in there, a big wave. They might just be able to kill the bomb.
Maddie's gonna go down now as well. He's gonna fall to the Jinx. She's gonna get excited. Clear out this wave.
So one thing that's really good also about the Elise and the Vlad is they both can like lose turret aggro with their abilities. And
yeah, exactly right.
Now Elise can just like take all Kha'Zix's jungle, put Kha'Zix even further behind. They can get some vision and just reset. They've got all inner towers except for the bot tower. They've got a 10k gold lead. It's 15 minutes. They've literally just pushed like as soon as the 10 minute mark came around, they're just like, you know what, guys, we got a 3k gold advantage. Let's just finish this here. Okay? They're like, oh, someone said it's not a scrim, guys. Let's take it seriously, and they just put the gas pedal down. It's just been an absolute switch.
4-0 Yorick. That's not something you see every day.
That's 4-0 Yorick, 40 CS advantage. He's huge. The Vlad, 40 CS advantage. The only lane that's doing semi-decently is that bot lane, but that's with a matchup that should be winning.
I love that recall music. Oh.
I actually haven't heard that recall. Which one was it for?
That's for Heartseeker. I mean, High School Bully Lucian.
Oh, High School Bully Lucian.
Looks like an American High School Bully. Anyway, Barlow's just is forced to charge away, but he's gonna find the Elise. Waiting
oh
for
my god,
could
this have been
There's the
worse.
Q, he's dismounted, there comes the ghouls, there's the Q, there's the auto, who's gonna come to the final? Never mind, it's gonna be taken away by the Elise. She's gonna drop back down on his head.
Can I get a KS in the chat, please? Kill secure, obviously.
Yeah, that's exactly what it means.
Hey, it's when I'm supporting and I take the kill from the Draven. It's like, why'd you KS? I killed secured. You weren't gonna get it, obviously.
He doesn't know how to support people. Don't actually listen to him.
hey, I'm 100% good.
Oh,
Look at
this is gonna be an all-in. That's a lot of damage.
Oh my god,
ghouls
this
are
Yorick.
absolutely munching through the robot.
Like, how do you deal with this Yorick right now? That's so much pressure. They've got 3 people here and they're scared to match the Yorick because they know.
I don't think. Look how much damage that Q did through the Unbreakable.
That's a brawl. Holy. But
That's gonna be a free.
That's Infernal Drake. No, that's Infernal Drake, pretty sure, isn't it?
Alright, Noodle Queen did get that kill still in the Twitch chat just for you.
Oh, buddy, thank you so much. So it's 11k gold lead now. They got a Cloud Drake, they got Ocean Drake and an Infernal Drake.
I'm gonna be so disappointed if Jinx takes this. Yeah, they're gonna leave the blue buff to the Morgana. It's gonna take her a couple of seconds to take it down though.
Because okay, they've lost the early game, they've lost the mid game, which is what their comp is made for. This Elise has made sure all these lanes, like the top lane snowballed in the way of the Yorick, put the Kled out of action.
I'm just gonna say they've lost the game here, sadly, Pro. I can't see them holding anything more.
What they have to do...
has got 1 item and she's going for the Zhonya's next, so...
The only thing they can really do is the Kha'Zix goes in, Orianna gets an ult, they're going to get team fight initiation, they're getting killed with
the damage. At least almost one-shots Orianna under the tower. Kled is about probably gonna... no, he's just gonna have to give the turret over.
And they can't match the Yorick 1v1. They have to.
Well, it's the 1-3-1. It's the 1-3-1 comp. No, they're not going to be able to hold this. They're just too far behind. The Dark Fighting lands on the Lucian. That's going to be the end of Mr. Drive-By. And there comes. Oh, that's going to. Super's going to fall down to the Jinx as well. The Hemo Plague would have finished him off anyway. This is going to be a tower dive. Another tower dive of the Yorick. I feel no. He's not going to need to. He's just going to turn around and start beating on that inhibitor.
And funny thing to know right now is that all of Monkfishers are currently sitting on 1.5 to 2,000 gold. They could back and probably finish up their second item and possibly even third item in the way of Yorick. But they're just.
I don't think that's going to be necessary.
They won't need to because they're so far ahead, even with the items they have. Like the Orianna has only got Umbrella and Omicron. It has to build the Seeker's Arm Guard next. Has to, otherwise he's going to die immediately. The Vlad's now got 2 items.
Here comes the charge.
Charge for what? The charging to defend their tower. That's pretty much it.
Yeah.
Like, there's nothing they can do right now. It's literally the only way they can come back. 14k gold deficit. Only way they can come back. Get a good initiation. Get an Orianna ult. Have the Kha'Zix get some resets. Like, but it's hard now with the Ocean Drake as well. The Monkfishers can just siege, back up, and just go for broke. Currently, they've got so much control wards in the top side of Donald Duck and the Ronald Cucks top side, and Donald Duck and the Ronald Cuck have one control ward, 2 control wards now on the map, and 1 control ward is out in the middle of nowhere. Like, it's got no point in being there.
The one in River? Is that the one you're referring to?
Yeah, the one in River. It's doing nothing. It's like, cool, I can see no one's there. That's grand. That's good. Like, we got nothing to get there, but it's like, they need to get some vision. They need to know where they're coming from, and they need to siege up. They've lost topside. They need to keep.
Ardent Sensor Morgana.
Oh my god.
Oh, that's a lot of damage on the Ronald. He's gonna be able to get out of the chest. The ghouls, look at the ghouls. The ghouls are doing everything here. Ardent's just gonna chase him down. There's a Q. That's gonna absolutely smash him into the floor. The emo play's gonna finish off the Orianna there. And yeah, that's a dismounted Kled. He's gonna flash. Yeah, he's gonna flash that. And that's triple inhibitors down. This is gonna be game over.
That's game. Like,
that's gonna be game. Look at those arcade super minions. They look like little blitzcranks.
Another 22-minute stop. Like, is this gonna be sub 22? This is gonna be sub 22.
It's gonna be a sub 22. That's gonna be game. And I mean, Trash Man, if you let me go to his name, the only person on his team who actually died.
My god. Oh my god.
Meanwhile, Matt is the person who died least on her team.
Noodle Queen, just so you know, it's a kill secure. Kill secure, come on.
No, it's kill steal, especially when you're playing in Nivea.
My Nivea is the kill securing queen. Thank you very much.
You only play Nivea because you actually get a second life when you get caught out.
It happens all too much. Believe me, it is useful. And I get the Zonyas. But that was quite disheartening to watch, to be honest. Like, watching that absolute stomping. You look at the Elise's work during that, and like the Yorick did 15,000 damage. The next highest on their team was the Vladimir at 8,000. This Yorick had so much pressure, did so much damage. That Elise did so well, keeping the Kha'Zix down, keeping the Kled down, getting that Yorick rolling. Then the Yorick was a one-man army. They had to get 2, maybe even 3 people to match that split push, while the other team just went ham everywhere else.
I mean, one thing you gotta take note here is, when was the last time you saw a Yorick?
Not too long ago, honestly.
Okay, now when is the last time you saw Yorick top the damage charts over a Jinx and an Elise and a Vladimir?
The last time I saw a sub 22-minute game where it was 16-1.
Was that when we were watching? Probably when we were casting Open Ladder. Anyway, some of those Open Ladder games. But look, it is okay if you type oops in the chat, Noodle Queen. It is certainly okay. Meanwhile, we're going to have a look at the bracket here. A couple of games are finished, but we've got a couple more to finish off. We're going to go for a little bit of a break, and we'll be back with the next one in just a little while.
Sweet. Peace out, fellas. See you soon.
Tantrum.
struggle to be strong. Endless strive. Never thought of right and wrong. No fear of pain or death. Expectations I transcend. To what end? To what end? All is change. Dark is my reward. Mind just stays. Shatter like my sword. Is my life so far away? Can I find a way to land? To what end? To what end? I'll find a way to heal my broken wings. I leave my past behind, free of my sins. I'll rise again, just Sleepless nights, the dreams are haunting me. I bathe in light, and I'm in the open sea. I wake up all alone. Once again, my mind is set. I must move on, no regrets. I'll find a way to heal my broken wings.
does go to quality gaming, but Team Cuck they've done really well to actually go 3-0 so far today. So this is definitely going to go down to the wire. The
Let
Janna
me get in
ban,
there.
that's obvious. Tristana, every single one of our games, 100% pick and ban. Uh, she's just been popping off every game. The Caitlyn ban, safe landing phase, probably still up there. Safe landing phase, great late game. Mid game is a lot more lackluster now as well. So there is a bit of a risk now to picking Caitlyn rather than safe laning and great late game.
I actually don't like her at all anymore.
That attack speed buff did throw you off though, because your mechanics are seasoned to that attack speed because you played so many games there. But it's that change is like the Cogmore ban. Now Cogmore hyper carry, so they might be scared of Anderu's Cogmore, but I'm not exactly sure if they did some scouting or whatnot, or they just don't want to play against a Cogmore. Means they'll want to have a heavy tank line to do so they don't want any of that true damage getting through to shred that tank line. Or they're going for a late game scaling team comp and they want to be able to make sure they properly
Yeah,
outscale.
yeah.
The Gragas ban, so that's pretty good early displacement as well. So the Janna is definitely always a must ban due to the Ardent Sensor. She's so strong at all stages of the game. And with any hyper carry, it just literally becomes impossible to kill with so much damage in the early, mid, and late. Gragas, just can't go wrong with Gragas. Gragas is just so solid all around the game. The Cho'Gath, first pick. So that can be either a top or a mid. And the Maokai, sorry, top or juggle, my bad. Yeah.
Yeah, I hate Cho'Gath. He gets a gargoyle stone plate. He ults a few people.
He gets like 20 stacks, he's like 10,000 health. Like literally late game, he's a 20,000 health behemoth who tanks everything with a Thormail, killing you in the process, has an Abyssal Mask, regenerates his own health, and then
One
he
shots an
ults
ADC
you.
with his
Yeah, pretty much. Like that's what, like 2,000 true damage on his R or something like that. Like late game.
Yeah, I've seen. I mean, we're actually got a Siva over here now. She's become a lot more viable since the recent buffs, and then they had to hotfix her because they made her broken.
Oh, Sivir's strength is really that late game team fighting. You get those crit items, and late game she just ricochets off everyone, does so much damage. You just can't seem to match um that late game damage in team fights because she will just shred everyone. The Maokai, always a solid pick in top and jungle. Can tank for days, scales so well. So even if he doesn't do great early game, he's always going to be relevant in the mid game with those team fights. And late game, he's just going to become an unkillable god.
However, Lulu has been picked up, so they have let one of the Ardents head supports through, and they're teasing you again here with this Azir hold.
Oh my god, I just want this. I just want to see this Azir. Like, is Cadence an Azir main or something? Because this would make my day to see an Azir in this.
Let's see the
Please.
Shurima shuffle.
Oh, please.
Gotta go to the Zaya.
Zaya?
I feel like, so what's going to be banned out now is probably going to be the Rakan. Is either going to be banned away. I feel like it has
picked
to
away.
be banned away.
Well, it's like if it doesn't get banned away, then that means quality gets a quality pick on the Rakan.
The puns. He's a beast at his ear. Well, tell him to look it in. Aren't you sitting right next to him, Noodle? Or somewhere in the close vicinity?
People fear
Oh, the
what they
Syndra ban.
cannot
Now,
For
understand.
some reason, no other audio is played except for the Syndra ban quote, so cheers for
Do
Yeah.
not deny
And the Z ban as
me.
well. What? So ever since the first 3 bans and picks, there's suddenly the noise starts playing. That's weird.
I heard, like, yeah.
As you wish.
The Cassin ban. Now Cassin
ban-
is still
banning
strong.
out. He's banning out our color caster here.
Yeah. So what they're gonna go like that? What that tells me immediately is they're gonna go for an AP pick in the mid lane. And they don't want the Cassin to counter pick that. But that's pretty standard nowadays. So like mid lane meta is definitely the AP like battle mage kind of pick, with the tank tops and the and divers and everything, which is all meta.
I'm
Oh,
absolutely
the Vladimir
livid.
ban. Oh, that was Vladimir once again has been really prominent this entire tournament from what we've seen.
By the way, our color caster here just told people who play League frequently that they're probably gonna pick an AP mid laner. Huh.
Gee, hey, you can still pick a talent. You don't know. Okay, so once again, Jarvan and Maokai. It's a flex for top and jungle, so we don't know yet. Um, so all that's left is the mid laner. Um, no, yeah, I'm just stating the obvious. I'm just no, okay.
No, that's not bad. That's not bad. All right, so what we do have left here in this draft is the mid lane is going to be picked up here. So we're going to have the Orianna hovered, and she's going to be certainly locked in. She's going to have
Always,
a pretty much fine time into anyone. It is a blind pick, however. They haven't actually selected their mid laner on the side of. I don't even remember which team's on what side.
Quality is on the right and Team Cuck is on the left. So
Alright.
Oriana always a safe pick. The only thing that can really actively count on Oriana is a heavy roaming champ. And
Is oh the Shen. Get some global pressure in there. That means the Cho'Gath is going to be in the jungle.
that's like Cho'Gath jungle is very good clear speed with that E. Does very good damage, does good slow, and he's a very healthy clear. It's it's we're last going to see a mid lane pick. Is this going to be something off meta or a comfort pick, or is this were they hoping for the counter pick on the mid lane? It's all comes down to that. The Cassiopeia, I want to see it. Here we go. In with the Cassio. This I am going to love. I'm sorry. I'm really excited for this Cassiopeia. If you can't tell.
So we've got Spearbot mid lane. I mean, it's just going to be ease for days. Looks like this at this point in time, it's a Maokai ADC. There we go. The swap over
I would
has
love
been
the
done.
Valkyries. Oh, quality gaming. Once again, they have just like they made it all nice and neat for us. Whereas it's Team Cuck has just decided to cuck up our like champs with like the jungle and the top.
Yeah, it's all out of order. Like, so it is actually going to be the Maokai heading into the jungle. J4 is
That-
going to sit up in the top lane. Now, I feel like that's probably an okay thing here. Because Jarvan can just flag and drag out of the Cho'Gath. I mean, ever since Cho'Gath got slows on his stupid spikes.
Oh, Cho'Gath and solo queue is a ticking time bomb. You can
Well,
deal with them a lot easier in a ranked game, but it's just because that coordination, just like Nasus. But in ranked, it's just so hard because it's harder to communicate.
Well, I feel one big thing here is, when it comes to Cho'Gath, now ever since his buff, every single one of his skills has CC, right? So he's got the silence, he's got the slow, he's got the knock up, and his R has the best CC of all, almost guaranteed death.
And another thing to know. Okay, so here's something that's been happening a bit lately. Is you look at the Lulu. Lulu's taken heal, and the Severe's taken barrier. Now the reason for that is because the Lulu heal procs an ardent sensor, which is actually something that's quite significant. So it allows for an extra proc on the ardent sensor, and then Severe just takes barrier because it's not good to run a double heal bot lane because they obviously counteract each other to a certain extent.
Does it? Well, no, they debuff, but does it really actually proc with the Ardent Sensor?
Yes, it does. That's why they're running it lately. It's actually Oh yeah, and also because like your items that you get on your supports, they get an extra 10% heal and stuff like that. 10% heal and shield. The a heal does 10% more with those items, which is absolutely amazing. Like it's
Ardent Sensor
small, but
Redemption.
Ardent Sensor, Redemption, all those beautiful items. And Severe with the spell shield, you're not gonna catch that Severe. Severe's just gonna like literally just be teeing off in the back line. Got the Shen Cho'Gath front lane.
Siva, you know what Siva's gonna do? Siva's just gonna be, what she's gonna do is, if she's need mana, she's just gonna wait till Morgana throws in a pool, press E, walk over the pool, and leave again. Free mana.
Exactly. Like so, this entire comp is reliant on a protect the Sivir comp for the late game. Because that's when the Sivir really comes online in those team fights. So
Whilst it is a somewhat protect the Siva comp, there is a lot of damage elsewhere in their team composition. Of course, Shen can bop away with his Q, but Cho'Gath will just destroy the Cassiopeia or anybody on their team that isn't really top or jungle.
the big issue with the Cho'Gath destroying someone is the Cassiopeia will often go Rylai's, and also the Miasma is a grounding. She has the ult. They got the Maokai. They got the Jarvan for the peel. Even got the Morgana. They're going to be peeling for days. The split push advantage between the Jarvan and the Shen, it's questionable. But the ult from the Jarvan is better for engaging, and the Shen is more to get people out of a tricky situation.
But then
It's
again,
gonna-
that Shen taunt with an Orianna ball on top could spell a lot of issues for the backline.
Yep. So pretty much, and the Cassio doesn't actually have an escape aside from the flash. She's running flash ghost, but you get that Jarvan in, the Cassio has to blow the flash, and then if you get the Shen with the taunt and the Oriana combo with the Shockwave, it's it's just something else entirely. Like it's this Cassio is gonna have a very dangerous game. Zaya has an escape. Cassio has only kiting.
Exactly. I do feel like a really well placed Black Shield and the Cassiopeia coming out of the Morgana could go a long way here.
Oh, definitely, definitely.
But I mean, if it works with Wind Speakers, I'm just gonna play Kindred with Ardent Sensor, Redemption, and Wind Speakers. Your ult will heal like your team for a shite ton. Of course, both those effects proc on the enemy team as well, but it doesn't give them the attack speed. So there you go. Fun facts courtesy of our probably the best support in OPL plays Kindred with Ardent Sensor.
Yeah. So what's with the Kindred with Ardent Senses support that's becoming relevant? That you were talking about before. Is it actually becoming relevant, or what is the deal with that?
That's just I honestly, Ejin played it in solo queue for like a joke, but because the Ardent Sensor procs on the Lamb's Respite heal, apparently it makes for some good memes and some spicy content.
So one thing to note here, especially, is based on ranks, it does look like Quality Gaming does have the advantage here. However, the mid lane matchup between the Oriana and the Cassio, I do believe that ever since the Oriana has a slight advantage, I reckon, because she can keep the Cassio a bit further, has better range. If the Cassio can get past that ball though and do an all in, it would go to the Cassio's favor as long as her mana isn't too depleted.
Right, so we're gonna head on to the Rift for our final game of the day. It is gonna be Quality versus Team Cuck, and there's a pause. The barrier actually hasn't gone down from the fountains yet. Have you ever experienced a bug where you can walk through that?
The barrier?
Yeah.
No.
I've seen it once. My friend was playing Vayne and she tumbled and she just went straight through it and walked onto the Rift.
Oh my god. Must do it.
But she forgot to buy, so she had to walk back anyway.
You can you can walk to like the edge of the fountain though. You don't have to walk all the way back in.
That's true.
Oh, true. Yeah, but then again, it's like 15 seconds anyway. So you'll probably then have
like your advantage is gone. Alright, so the game has paused. I'm not quite sure why the game was paused. I can't see the chat.
The ADC was lagging on blue side and Daru.
Oh well, that's
so they're
fair
good now.
enough. Why
So
would these stupid arcade things go away? I hate it. I hate it. I hate it.
why all the hate, man? Why all the hate?
Because it looks disgusting. Like, it looks like they bought their assets from a thrift store. Sorry, Riot, but it's pretty bad. The only thing that looks cool is the fire.
So another thing to note also with the Cassio is Cassio's scaling got a bit better with her E, but her early game harass without poison has actually gotten weaker.
But what we do have is another pause.
Low ganked by mom. Any Asians? This is an interesting chat, I must say. I'm not understanding the context.
Ganked by mom.
Yeah, you're not ganked by mom. He was the mid laner for, I think it was NRG. He was like one of those people when I think we played for Jin in Korea a while ago, and he was one of those people that like gave Faker a run for his money.
Wait,
came
his
to
name
America.
was actually called Ganked by Mom?
That was his user, yeah. Ganked by mom. He plays in the NA Challenger Series. He's an amazing mid laner, but he
Mad
needs.
Life also plays in the NA Challenger Series.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like Mad Life had a Thresh skin made after him, didn't he, or something like that?
No, the Thrush skin is Martyrs.
Oh yeah, but Mad Life used to be like this amazing Thresh player or something.
Yeah.
Like I remember, like
he was the OG Thresh.
Oh, exactly. Like a lot of the plays now that are pretty much standard were pretty much like originally Mad Life plays. It's like the Insect with Lee Sin. That's the standard play, but at the time everyone's like, "Oh my God, look at that! That's the Insect." Nowadays it's
no one actually knew that Insect was a player.
Yeah, exactly. Everyone's just like, "Oh, look at this awesome play." It's like couldn't just.
We're gonna have some cheese here.
No, they're just getting an early ward in.
Drop a ward. I thought they were gonna cheese. Oh, he has the event emote. That's pretty cool.
Yep. So what they were doing is the Cho'Gath was watching for an invade on the blue side, and then he decided. Then after that, he went for the red side. He's going to start the what is it? The Raptors? Yeah. So the Raptors with Cho'Gath.
It's not gonna be hard to do.
Cho'Gath Raptors is so easy, but what the Casio does there is it stops the Oriana from giving that a little bit of an extra leash. That's why the Casio that was there trying to harass the Oriana.
Oriana's probably actually going to be able to harass the Cassiopeia in the early game simply because of the range advantage.
Oh, definitely, without a doubt.
Oh, look, another pause. It's definitely OPL this time, guys.
ADC DC'd, that's why.
ADC, like, flat DC'd.
Guys, don't worry, it's Telstra. Apparently we're having some packet loss on the side of Daru. So we gotta love the Australian internet here. With that Telstra. Telstra's the best. Anyone who's been on the Telstra phone line know that they're so quick to resolve your issues. You never have any issues with the customer complaint line. You don't have to wait on hold on your phone for hours at all.
Bro, Telstra aren't paying me to advertise their shit, so don't support them in any way, shape, or form, regardless the amount of sarcasm put forward.
It's still sarcasm. Just so you guys know.
I can hear that there's being chat messages sent. Oh, it is resuming here. Did it even reconnect?
Yeah, he did.
Oh, okay. Cassiopeia isn't that E damage is actually really depressing now. Like, it did nothing. They can't do any more of the faker level 1 just walking to lane.
It's because it was too strong. It really was. And so you literally could control the lane early.
Yeah, of course. She still can.
It's a lot harder now though. Like I've tried the E spam before the nerfs, and I was like actually starting to incorporate it into my style of play at times. But before I could actually get onto it, it got nerfed too hard with this last patch. Tried it again. It's like it's not worth it at all. You lose all your mana, and then you're pretty much dead for laning phase.
So the dance banding is going to go wide. So is the. I don't even know the name of her skills. Other than Blade Caller and Featherstorm, but. Q-Spam is pretty strong with this one, and the bouncing blade also good fun to watch. Both of these ADCs, I must admit, are horrendously good at carrying late game.
Oh, extremely.
Spoiler,
the thing is
they're going to pause again. Thank you for that, guys. Thank you for spoiling this fantastic game of League of Legends.
Now, but this is very good. How we actually do have some roughly equal lane matchups. Although the Sivir is slowly losing out on farm, but it's not too bad a thing. It'll get to a point where the Sivir can easily wave clear and it won't be an issue. It paused again.
Yeah, that was called by Twitch chat. But however, I do feel that the Zaya is gonna win the matchup because Sivir excels in chasing down somebody, but what Zaya excels at is kiting back.
Oh, it's actually, I do believe that the Sivir will have a better late game team fighting though. Oh wow, now it's the Sivir DC'd.
Now the other ADC. So we've got AD carry problems. It's okay. ADC 2017. They can't even stay in their own games. What I'm gonna do whilst that's going on is actually rearrange the scoreboard so it's actually correct. Sadly, I can't rearrange the side panels. But no, look, I feel like Zaya is probably stronger because she offers better self-peel.
I reckon she's stronger mid-game.
I feel like she's stronger late-game as well.
Small skirmishes, she's stronger, but in a full 5v5 team fight, I do believe the Sivir is stronger. Well, just because of those bouncing blades and everything.
The bouncing blades, but the thing is, like, this is good to have a bit of a discussion because I play a lot of Zaya. You know that.
Yep.
She's been one of my favorite champions since release because she's got mad attitude. She's play. I also play a lot of well, not so much anymore, but I played a lot of Sivir, and I found that Zaya is a lot easier to win lane with because you can farm and poke with, with your passive. You can also do that in a team fight. Like you can hit that Sivir a lot quicker because Sivir's bouncing blades are rather slow, right? They do take their time to bounce along the team. And when you've got the Morgana, when you've got the Morgana support, if Sivir has to blow that spell shield, all it takes is one Featherstorm and one Blade Caller to pretty much just decimate her. Especially if you get a good amount of the recalling feathers to hit. While Sivir has to really... She's also... Look, their range is about the same, I would feel. I'm not exactly sure, but I feel like Zaya brings a much better team fight simply because she can dodge things like the Shockwave, end the taunt, end the Cho'Gath in one button.
Well, I do agree with that, but that's in small skirmishes. if they both have a tank front line and they're both getting peel though, I do believe the Sivir is stronger. It just simply because of the amount of damage she can output. Like her DPS in a large team fight is higher. Her ability to spear start her entire team is better. As long as she's getting peeled and she has a spell shield up, she can output more damage. That's like the Zaya, don't get me wrong, the Zaya has probably better burst, better 1v1 ability, but overall the Sivir does have that better late game team fighting specifically.
Well, we're still paused. I'm so glad there's no Rumble in this game, because if Rumble overheat happens whilst it's paused, it plays for the whole pause. But we're gonna get back into the game now. The two tanks, the top lane, they're just gonna farm. They're not really interested in fighting.
Oh, here's one thing to notice as well. So
Ooh, that's a really good reaction spell shield there to block out that Dark Binding.
this might actually be a kill.
Oh, that's gonna be our first kill. No, it's not.
No, that was
that's
that
a
was
lot of
heal and the barrier.
heal, barrier, shield. That was a lot of damage coming out from that blade caller.
That's blown the ignite as well from the Morgana. That's blown pretty much that's blown all the offensive spells.
Yeah, but I kind of feel that blowing those defensive spells is worth more, because heal and barrier are lifesavers.
Exactly, and that's another I guess those are down for like what?
Oh, coming out, Cho'Gath is gonna gang up in the top lane. My brother's just gonna walk away from that. I think it's called the Eruption or something.
Void Spikes.
No, Venturial Spikes is his thing, but
yeah.
I can't remember what it's called. Oh, it might be called Void Spikes. No, isn't that? That's Harvard's.
Okay, also one thing to note is that the Jarvan is currently on a timer because he's on one stack of corrupting potion left, whereas the Shen still has.
Nothing.
Oh wait.
Nothing. That's gonna make a mid lane. That's a lot of damage on the Cassio there. She's gonna be forced to flash away. However, the ball's gonna come out. The order's gonna have the clockwork. He's gonna pick up the first blood. Gonna turn on this Maokai. There's the spike. That's a kill. That is picked up. That order is gonna go through, and that's gonna be 2 kills over.
That's
Blue side. Good blue side.
That's 2 for 0. That's one of the Orianna and one of the Cho'Gath. That's some impressive damage coming out. And the Orianna can just push that wave into tower and make sure that she catches up and farm as well. That's quite a big lead in the mid lane. And now this Cass does have to play a bit scared because the Orianna now outranges and out damages. All she got from that was a tier and a control ward. So all she can do is hopefully ward up those sides, freeze the lane deep, and try and come back.
Yeah, that's a 5 minute. That's a 5 minute lost chapter end boots.
Exactly. So this Orianna is not going to have any issues with skill shot dodging. All she's gonna have to worry about is that miasma followed into the Q, then the E spam with the Cassio. Cassio right now is just clearing up that, trying to get some vision in. But if the Orion decides to freeze the lane deep, then that Cassio might just be in a little bit of trouble. If we look at the Drake as well, so
this will be a good blade caller if it's up. Never mind, she's gonna let him expire. Not gonna bother to do it through the Lulu shield.
One thing that
Sivir is gonna have to bait out a spell shield here. I think she needs the mana. She's baiting it. You can tell.
And what the Sivir's done is the Sivir's once again going for that cull, going for that late game scaling, because she knows that she's already losing the laning phase.
Maokai's going on an adventure here. He's not gonna have fun in Candy Dot Cave. He's gonna get taken down by the Void Dog.
Now that's really scary, having his Cho'Gath now with 2 kills, and that was an ulti, so that's a stack. That's a free stack for the Cho'Gath ult. So he's gonna grow in size, grow in damage. That's gonna be a really scary Cho'Gath come mid game.
The amount of shields in this bottom lane for this Sivir is just astronomical.
But one thing to note though is that the Sivir has to keep expending mana to keep that wave clear going. They can't go up and attack the minion wave to help with this because they just get poked out.
She should just E that. I mean, it's down now, but next time the pool is up, she can just E into that. And that'll get a good chunk of her mana back. Oh, that was a random cut to the top lane.
I didn't get that cut to the top lane. I feel hurt.
I just let the thing, unless there's something I notice on the map, I just let it do its thing, because otherwise we end up on the wrong page.
Same, and now we're up in top lane. I'm at 718. Where are you at?
720.
721, 72, 23. Yeah, we're good.
We're good.
Awesome. So up in the top lane, as we can see, the Shen's got to a point where that Doran shield pretty much is all the sustain he needs. And
He's also
the
got
Jarvan,
grasp with the Undying, so that's gonna help him along the way.
exactly, and with the Ninja Tabi, he's pretty much just able to tank everything that the J4 controlled him. And the J4 is relying on those corrupting potion stacks to stay healthy. So the Shen has better control over his back timing, but the Jarvan's pushing it in, so either the Shen's gonna try and like freeze the lane deep, or Jarvan's gonna try and go for a tower dive. Look, oh, going in. No.
Yeah, it does. It will proc on the Thunderlords, and Morg does have Thunderlords.
Yep. So
It's gonna be a back for the Cassiopeia. That's her second back in 8 minutes. She's going to pick up the starting of her Rod of Ages, so that's gonna be the catalyst of Eons.
that is amazing. So one of the great things about going Rod of Ages on Cassio is not only the good base stats, but that health and mana regen. Like each of your E's does not cost too much mana, probably 80 mana or 90 mana at max rank. But each one of those restores about 20 of your health, and it allows you to be such a good battle mage. It allows you to have such good regen. Every time you take damage, you restore a bit of health. Every time you use mana, you restore a bit of. Every time you use mana, you restore a bit of health. It's just such an amazing combo with Cassio, especially in laning. Although you have, although you do have to sacrifice that power from the Omicron that you would get on alternatively, or the Rylai's.
Ooh, that's an ulti reinforced. That's an ulti out of the Morgana as well as the Ignite. However, the Wild Growth is gonna have to bring Siva up. I believe she also flashed away from that one.
Yes, she did actually. And that's the. And there's a blue I've handed over to Cass. So one of the scariest things that I've ever played is a Cass with a blue buff. The second one would be an Anivia with a blue buff. Those two are very mana hungry champs, and you can do so much with the blue buff. You can stall for days with Anivia. You can just harass for days with Cassiopeia. Such scary champs to put a blue buff on.
Oh, that tail bullet was David Beckham. It curved.
Now, one thing to look at is, so currently the bot wave is just always pushed in on the red side. So Quality is having a quality game right now.
Alright, the pun is dead. You need to stop making it. It's like the 5th time. It's done. It's done. It's done.
I was waiting for that. I do apologize. I was waiting for that. So they can consistently just push in this bot lane and maybe roam for that jungle. Roam for
That's
the.
gonna be this flag and drag. It's a bit of an engage. But Pantheon, not Pantheon. J4 does fancy his chances here. I hate Pantheon. He gives me nightmares. Both
Talking
of them
to
had
somebody.
great grasp of the Undying. Oh, however, Malphite's come in here. There's the Twisted Advance. There's the flag. The Trigath is here. That's going to be the Spirit reference to keep him alive. Of course, my game freezes. That's not a bad Arcane Smash. Keeps him away.
But we have the Cassio coming down bot here.
Oh, the Cassio. Oh, it does land on the Lumi. That's going to be the Stand United. Looks like it's going to be a Sivir going down here. Never mind the shield from Oriana. Everyone's down here. They're looking to turn this around. Candace is going low. She's going to get away. Not a problem. There's a shockwave. It's going to be flashed out of. That's a very good fight in the bottom, but nobody dies.
Now, one thing to note is that now they've got both the Shen teleport and the Shen ulti, and the J4 still has his ult. That's global pressure on the side of quality gaming. I never thought I'd say that, considering they have a Shen with teleport, but it's just happened. They now have the ability to get the job with the TP plays, and the Shen just can't respond. That Cho'Gath is just trying to cover that lane up top.
You're right, but look at this CS difference in the bottom lane. Actually, nearly 40 CS in favor of Burb. But that's going to interrupt his back. That's just annoying, Cho'Gath.
Cho'Gath troll for the win.
Cho'Gath troll, exactly. That's going to be first brick over to
Quality
gaming.
gaming. And one thing to note is that's evened up that CS difference to only 400 gold from almost 2,000.
Exactly right. I will have to give quite, the thing. They put a lot of effort into saving their AD carry there. Did well to keep her up. I think everybody come down there. Actually, I think it was 5 people bottom lane, wasn't it?
I believe so, and by the looks of it, they've scared the Cassio so much. The Cassio's actually got the Negatron cloak because that Oriana is doing so much damage. That Negatron Cloak is probably going to build into an Abyssal Mask, which will up both Cassio's
You wanna
tankiness.
try that one again? That's gonna be a Banshee's Veil, hun.
No, Banshee's Veil doesn't build out of a Negatron Cloak. It builds out of the non-magic mantle. The Abyssal Mask with the Catalyst of Eons builds into Abyssal. The Catalyst of Eons and Negatron Cloak build into an Abyssal Mask. So she's foregoing the Rod of Ages.
I don't feel that's a great idea. Like, that's something that your Maokai should really be picking up, not your mid laner. Your mid laner, if anything, looking for the MR, should be going for the Banshee's Veil.
The big issue with the Maokai going for that is in their team fights, the Maokai's gonna have to worry about Sivir. The Cho'Gath is they're not gonna worry too much about the magic damage from the Maokai, because that's all true damage. The Orianna ult is gonna be aimed at the squishies, so the Maokai's gonna want to build mainly armor. The Cassio doesn't want to be burst by the Orianna, so she's going to go the Abyssal Mask. Still ups her magic damage by 10%, on top of giving her that sustain from the Catalyst of Eons.
Exactly right. It looks like there might be a bit of a tower trade here. Maybe a top for bottom.
But Quality could probably keep pushing this, to be honest.
Yeah, they're going to do a legacy trade. No, Shen's there. They're not going to do the legacy trade.
Yeah, they're going for Rift Herald.
They're just going to turn around and go for the bug. Ooh, that is a really good fight from the Orianna. It does turn around to dodge the Petrifying Gaze. However, the E's going to come out. That's going to be the end of this Orianna. And that's a solo kill over to Candace.
So that Negatron Cloak did massive work there, just making sure that there was practically no damage that the Orianna could do against that cast. Cast is so tanky
and
right
I don't
now.
need to build any damage early, because I can still 1 to 100 you in 1 QE spam.
I'm gonna try that Abyssal Mask build next game, because I reckon that'd be pretty
However, that's a flame drag over the backline. The Catacomb's gonna turn back onto Jackson. Jackson's gonna go down. Down goes the Lulu. Down goes the big void dog. And Shen's just running under towers. Thrown back out. He doesn't care. That's gonna be a mid lane going down, certainly for Quality Gaming.
So one thing to note is that all the gold difference, the gold advantage for Team Cuck is all on the Cho'Gath, like 1,000k, like 600 gold over the Maokai. But the Jarvan's winning by 1,200 against the Shen. The Zaya is winning by 15.
Oh, that's a good Black Shield to stop the fall. That doesn't matter. I don't think it's going to save him. However, the Featherstorm does come out. Gonna get rooted up. No damage, however, coming out on that Shen. He's already got some armor. He's got the Ninja Tabi.
Got the Chain Vest. There's literally nothing the Zaya can do to that Shen with so much armor just coming out of everywhere, every orifice of that Shen.
I hate that word. Anyhow, Cho'Gath is instantly gone for the Bambious Cinder, going into his tank jungle item. She's already got that in Tracker's Knife form. He's got the Magus' boots as well. It's gonna be hard to kill in 20 minutes time. There's not gonna be much that can kill him, I don't feel.
Not gonna be much that can kill either the Maokai or the Cho'Gath in 20 minutes time at this rate. Because they're both just so, like, the Maokai just becomes unkillable.
I mean,
and
the difference, I agree, but I feel that the Maokai needs targets to auto to get that sustain, because he needs to live off that sap magic. Where Cho'Gath just has dumb amounts of health.
Oh, but a proper Maokai will have a 4k gold health late game. 4k health late game, sorry. As well as all those.
Have 16k.
Oh, I know, I've played it to that extent. And you have that Guardian Stone play, and it's absolutely glorious. An absolutely amazing team fight. Now, one thing that's really worrying, though, is the fact that Zaya and the Cassio are just going really well right now. And they are late game scaling. The late game threats on Quality Gaming, there are 2 of them compared to...
Did they just double control Water Bush? Well done, guys. Good communication. Good chat.
It's you can see twice as much in that bush now.
Yeah, righty, guys.
I see that Orianna not going to come down in time because she has to clear both those control boards now.
It's the distraction. That's
the distraction.
Torn is gonna miss. However, the shield that comes out of the cube, because I don't know his name, its name is gonna be enough to stop any damage from that auto buff that he gets.
His name's Jarvan. He's people too.
I know Jarvan's name. I don't know his Q's name. Alright, so that's middle tower going down as well. So 3 kills, but only 3 kills aside. Look, there we go. There goes those 2 control wards. That's a 360 gold.
This is a proper game where you're relying more on pressure than actually kills to win.
Exactly
so
right.
They're out rotating, they're out pressuring. That's a 3.5k gold lead at 16 minutes. That is quite sizable. It's all in towers and a bit and in CS lead for the Jarvan, but that's there's not really much they can do except for stall for late game. They've got to pitch up a barricade at their inhibitor towers and just say, you can't pass here. That's
I would like to say that Living Single has done something in this game, but at 0-2-0, he's actually done nothing. Here comes the Nature's Graph. That's the flash into the silence. All three of them under the tower. That's going to be an ulting around. He's only going to pick up the Morgana. The Clipper Blade is dodging. He's going to put some autos down, but that massive courage of the Colossus Shield. He's not going to take any of that damage, and that's going to be a 1-for-0 trade.
I do disagree though. The Maokai did do well in making sure that the Shen was pressured and wasn't able to. Was actually started falling behind against the J4. That's the start of the J4 getting ahead of the Shen. So even though his stats don't show it, he has done quite a bit for making sure this Jarvan is winning against the Shen.
Oh, that's true, but I mean, the CS difference is mainly going to come out of that tier map buyout of the Jarvan. He has much better wave clear than the Shen does. Shen's going to be going straight towards that Sunfire Cape, just so Zaya doesn't shred through him.
So as we can see, this the Dragon's up in 18 seconds. The J4 is looking to like just set up vision around, just clear out vision. So it looks like they might make a play for that Dragon while they try and get like mid lane priority. So one of the key things a lot of people don't realize is if you want to go for those objectives, you need to make sure you push up those waves so you have mid lane priority. So the enemy team has two choices. They can either lose minion waves and lose and get damage on the towers, or they can contest that Dragon.
Here comes the engagement top lane though. This time J4 really does fancy his chances. There's the Cataclysm. That's going to burn a flash out of the Shen. Well, the Flying Dragon's going to get the knock up. This is going to be a solo kill. There's nothing the Shen can do here. He's just going to get beaten down on, and that's going to be a solo kill.
Absolutely amazing play from the J4, and while they were doing that, they're able to get the Ocean Drake for Team Quality of Quality Gaming. So now
Quality can certainly smell that $75 prize money.
Oh, it's absolutely quality gameplay from Quality Gaming.
Stop it! Stop it! That meme is done. Cho'Gath is gonna get rooted up here. The Nature's Graph is gonna get the backline, however, so that's actually probably gonna be allow the damage to come through to Cho'Gath. He's only gone to about half health. The wave clear coming from Zaya. And the saplings, and the corrupted, I believe it's corrupted soil or something, tainted soil, something soil, doesn't matter, they just gotta clear this wave, and eventually they're just gonna get this tower. Orianna is gonna match this wall, however, it's been caught out by the Dark Binding. That's a Lulu shield, didn't actually look like it did anything there. It doesn't matter, however, look at this ADC frontlining.
So the thing with that, during that time, is that while they've been down here just like fighting, the J4 got the top tower down to half health and is now getting pressure in the mid lane while the Shen's is trying to clear out that top wave. Now the Jarvan might actually be able to get the drop onto the Shen and get a kill there, but the Shen's just going to back out in time. This is out rotation from start to finish from Quality Gaming. And it's their gold lead is showing. They've got a 3.5k gold lead. But that's been like that for the last 4 minutes. So currently, the game is going how
nowhere really. But however, they're going to put another seed on this bottom lane, and you know they can most probably get it. Oh no, they only have the one minion, and Seven's just going to whack that. Well, never mind. The Miasma is out. Here comes the present.
And the issue is, for as long as this is happening, the Shen, with the TP and the ultimate, can't join because the Jarvan's just applying so much pressure elsewhere. If the Jarvan joins, and that means,
they're gonna have another fight here. I think Shen's getting off more than can chew with that sword. First up back, I don't think they're gonna really kill each other this time around. Shen does have the safety of his tower.
So, the issue is that Quality Gaming need that Shen there to be able to, like, get that team fight. But as soon as that happens, Team Cup needs the Shen there to win that team fight. But as soon as that happens, Quality Gaming just back off and Jarvan takes the tower. They're literally stuck in a position where they couldn't do anything, and Quality Gaming can just keep on teeing off on that tower. It's a very, very difficult place. The pressure is there, the power is there, the Sivir hasn't come online yet, so they don't really have a lot of damage aside from the Orianna. So as we can see with the
Did you just say blades?
Blades. Yeah, it did actually. I was like wondering if it was just like a visual bug. Was that around the Casio?
No, that was around the...
Maokai, sorry, Maokai.
No, I saw it around the Morgana when she put the sweeping lens over the wall.
Oh yeah, my bad. Yes, it was. That was a weird visual bug.
Can someone explain that, please?
Might have been the ward skin, to be honest.
That's a possibility. I mean, I do have the Coma ward skin, so it face palms when it dies. It's the best thing. That's a lot of damage coming out of that Commander Cactus Dissonance. Miasma's gonna go down just so you can't flush after it. They're gonna head towards Baron. They're gonna get some vision here. She's gonna eat up some honeydew fruit. Get a movement speed buff. Does the jab, but
J4, he opened this tower down bot. This is a good issue. It is the issue now with the J4. He's just too big for anyone to 1v1. 5k gold lead. They have only lost one tower. They've taken 6. Quality Gaming are just running Team Cuck ragged.
That's right. They've sent Shen down here to deal with, so I don't think he can.
Oh, Shen can, literally all Shen can do at the moment is just clear that tower. Like that's, he's almost been Flame Horizon. The Jarvan has
look at
2
this.
items.
Jarvan is just beating on him. That's a half health, and he didn't even do a full combo. I
Like,
reckon
that's
if he can
9
the BMing.
That's a 9k gold lead for the Jarvan over the Shen. The Shen can't do anything. He's building towards by the look of it, a Spectre's cow. But he's not going to be able to do that. He could pretty much get tower dove at this point. He needs more armor to deal with this Jarvan, or he needs some kind of way to make sure he just doesn't get killed by this.
Oh, never mind. Jarvan's going to go to town on him under the tower. That's another solo kill for Bio Panther.
And now Team Cuck has to deal with this. Otherwise, they'll lose.
Yeah, exactly right. They either trade a base tower or a Baron. They just got to settle this Cho'Gath. He's going to get locked down. They want this fight. They know they have the numbers. That's a Sivir ult to disengage. It's also a Maokai. So Nature's Grasp is throwing out. That's going to be Bio Panther picking up a tower. He's going to go for an inhibitor here. It's like
they're stuck between a rock and a hard place. They either give up Baron or give up tower and inhibitor. They're giving up the inhibitor. This is absolute disaster for Team Cuck. They're absolutely getting sick.
I agree. This is a terrible choice by Cuck. They're going to give away an inhibitor for a Baron. That's going to be the petrifying. He's going to miss. Doesn't matter. Shockwave isn't going to do much either. Stand United comes in. Cadence picks up the first kill. The Dragon Drag goes onto the back line. He's gonna do some good damage here. Lulu's probably gonna be the next to fall. No, she's gonna get away with her life. Cadence gonna clear out a ward here. And Shen is also running for the hills. I think this one might go over. The flash is going to come out. Never mind. Bio Panther does pick up the Lulu in the background. And
that's a 0 for 2 trade. And they're going to get the Baron off this. They got inhibitor and tower. I don't see how Team Cuck can come back to that. That's losing to like a 7k gold lead. That's just going to be
that was just a massive amount of indecision coming out of Cuck. Do we let the inhibitor go? Do we let the Baron go? And in the end, they let both go.
It's just such a hard thing. They probably should have just given up Baron and just held their inhibitor tower, because there was nothing they could do there. Like unless they got a miracle steal or got a miracle engage, the Cho'Gath wasted the flash trying to get in and tried to ult someone to burst them down. That was their game plan, but it just didn't work out. They don't have the damage, they don't have the engage. It was just an absolute nightmare for Team Cuck to deal with. They can't handle this pressure and the team fight. Okay, so currently Quality Gaming have 5 Baron buffs. They've got open inhib down bot. That's pushing itself. They can go and they're just clearing out the jungle right now. They're just warding up. They're looking to go for a push in mid lane.
Look at the damage that this Baron up speed racer does to that tower with every hit.
Like the J4 can just.
There's the Fire Drag. Bio Panther's just gonna eliminate the ADC.
Like that's a massive J4. Like that's a J4 with 263 damage. That fat cleaver strength, any and full armor.
Savage is just, I don't know what he's doing. I think he's just gonna have to back off. Cho'Gath is here with the ugliest skin that you could probably get for Cho'Gath, by the way. But they're not gonna do anything through that black shield. And they're gonna siege down. This will be 2 towers, not a problem. There's the turret. Savage is also gonna go down here. I can't see him living through this engage either. He doesn't have flash available. He's gonna dash under the tower. Fucking drag is gonna find him. Actually, Bio Panther is gonna go down. GA's pop. There's a lot of stuff there. Doesn't matter. He's gonna get up. He's gonna get eaten. He's not gonna do much. He's gonna Fire Drag. That's a double kill with the Zaya with that. Lulu almost goes down in the counter. there's a Colt. I don't think this is going to be much. Zaya's just ripping through. That's a quadra kill for the Zaya. That's going to be $75 and the game over to Koala Gaming.
Guys, I'd just like to say, should we all report the Casio for stealing that Penta? I do believe that was very unsportsmanlike for the Casio.
Typical Casio players.
Those Casio mains. Yes, Next Z, we're talking to you. Yes, we're talking to me as well. But that was an amazing game from both sides. But Quality Gaming, they just literally just flicked a switch in the late inning phase, early mid game, and just the pressure from that J4. I do believe that J4 pressure literally secured everything there. The
That
J4 was.
damage though, holy cow, 20k,
Yeah.
highest damage in the game.
Can we get Pie Panther in the chat? Because I think he deserves MVP. I think we should just like ask him.
We're
for
not
general.
we're not LCK, alright? We're not.
Hey, they do an
Where's
LCS as well.
I
they
don't
do an
watch
OPL.
LCS.
They do an OPL as well.
Not all the. Well, they don't really pick. They just pick a radiant medal at the end of the split. But
They do like post game interviews though. It's like if anyone, I would love to talk to Pie Panther, just like get his thoughts and stuff on that, because he just played absolutely phenomenally that game. Really was quite a pleasure to watch.
it was quite a masterful. Yeah, that'll work. It was quite a masterful display on the J4 in that game. Look, that's going to close us out for the night. Congratulations to Koala for taking out first prize. It's going to be $75 to buy themselves some shiny new skins.
That's $75 in cold hard cash, by the way. That's not just in Riot currency. So you can choose to spend it outside as well as inside. So
Let's be honest, they're all going to sell it on, spend it on the game.
why not, man? Why not? Those
This
skins
game,
there.
this game traps your soul.
Oh, mate, it doesn't trap your soul, man. It traps your heart.
And soul
It traps your
at the
heart.
same time. It traps
Yeah.
everything.
It
traps
it's an endless
everything.
black. It's an
It's like-
endless black hole of love and despair.
Alright, League of Legends is just an emotional cockhold. You can't feel anything after playing this game for too long.
It's like everything, my love, my hate, everything has gone into this game. Oh, guys, it's been an absolute. The Cho'Gath
I'm not quite sure where that was, but you cut it out. But you said it was an absolute pleasure.
Absolute
oh my god,
pleasure.
Cho'Gath is in Elo Hell. Yeah, he really is unlucky. Alright, so I just want to say, before we do head off, I want to say a massive thank you to all the teams who played tonight, all the free agents that come together and put a team up. Look, we've had fun casting this. I'm sure you guys have had fun playing. And until next time, I've been Iridescence. This is Pro. Have a good night.